Alright, welcome to the next edition of The Grind. This week is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing an ASO tournament with 8 runners that you can see here. We're going to start off with Meow Mix, Mix, and TTF. Cool thing about Meow Mix is he'll be running at TwitchCon GDQ Express in a couple of months, and a couple of us are going to be there to support him. Afterwards, we're going to see Groom versus Mike is My Ike, Curticus versus Jake Yoshimitsu, and then finally Chocolate Cake 5000 against Beth. These are all going to be a best of one series for the entire day, and of course the winner advances to the semifinals and then finals. I'm going to be casting this first game with Kinnyjup, and after that we're going to have a couple of surprise commentators along the way. So without further ado, I'm going to first say hi to Kinnyjup, and
Hey guys.
hoping the runners, Meow and Tic Tac Foe, are ready in the lobby so we can start off this first race. And if I could get some sort of visual cue from Meow and TTF that you can hear me, maybe wiggle your mouse on the screen has been something we've done in the past. But yeah, both runners are in the right lobby. I'll give them a quick countdown in Discord once I have some sort of confirmation that they can see this. Okay, I've got one from Meow. And just waiting on TTF for signs of life, proof of life. Of course, if they have their mouse disabled, we won't be able to see that. So TTF, are we ready?
He's got the blue bunny sprite there.
That's a really nice one. Okay, TTF has shown me, so I'm going to give a countdown, 5-second countdown, and feel free to go off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And of course, as always, there's going to be a little bit of delay in the stream. I'm going to spend a couple of seconds to sync up the runners and make sure that what you see is what they're actually doing. Looks like they actually took off at exactly the same time. So
Yeah, that was nice.
something is going right, which is always nice to see on these streams. Whew. All right. So of course, the first point we're going to see is whether the runners can both get the blackout glitch.
Looks like they both got it.
They both got it maybe on the second try for Meow, but...
Pretty much even.
So we actually don't expect there's going to be a huge difference between the runners on this first leg. We might see a couple of different strategies for Meow Mix, particularly on 0-2, but sometimes
Meow has a lot of unique tutorial strats.
So we don't see the early bomb on 0-2 for either runners. Tic-Tac-Toe actually had the late bomb, just a little bit safer. Very small time loss for both runners here, but we're still going to see about a 120 to 125 minutes and seconds for both runners.
Yep.
Key thing is to just avoid deaths and then move on to the actual fun part of the run.
So a lot of the things you see Meow doing in the tutorial here are because he played the tutorial quite a bit. He's actually a former record holder for the tutorial.
Yeah, that's right. So you took his record, and then Speff grinded for a little bit longer, developed some new strats, and I think that's still the 1-2-3 Speff, Kinney, Meow Mix.
Yep, we'll get to see Speff do the tutorial today as well.
Do you think he's going to whip out any of the new strats for that, or?
Probably a mixture of strats. He's not going to do some of the crazy stuff he had to do to get the time he got.
So one thing to point out, you can see in each runner's windows what split they're on in this race. Just a little thing to help both the runners and the viewers and the commentators understand exactly what's going on.
Meow has a slight lead here. He also has a compass, which it helps a little bit in the mines.
Yeah, maybe just a couple seconds, but definitely worth it to crack open those crates along the way, just for a little bit of an advantage.
They both got kind of bad mines levels for this first leg of the race here.
I have this
Just
giant
for
spider
generation.
here. So Meow still has one extra bomb that he can consider. Oh, but he got shopkeeper aggro.
He has aggro. He's running around with the gun in there.
Yep.
Okay. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. But actually, this allows
Yeah,
TTF
should be
to
good.
finish the split just a little bit faster. Meow looks
Yep,
home free.
TTF now in the...
So scripted deaths for both runners here, and maybe about a 10-second lead for TTF at this point, but still anyone's game, of course. TTF actually opts to not pick up a crate that would have taken him about a second, but he feels comfortable with his starting items and doesn't opt to go for it.
Yeah, it's pretty rare you get a crate that will help you on the first 2 splits in particular. But as we saw, Meow did get a compass. I think he got it from a crate.
Would you ever grab a teleporter on 1-2, or what are the conditions?
In a race setting, I wouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of like grinding for PB, yeah.
Sure.
In this setting, I wouldn't. Maybe in like the finals, if I got to the finals in something like this,
Mm-hmm.
then it might be worth it.
So we actually saw a near PB. The runners have been practicing a lot for this weekend tournament, and Meow actually got 10 seconds off his PB yesterday just by really going for it in a race situation.
Yeah, it was actually pretty nuts. He's definitely got a lot of potential in this tournament here.
Mm-hmm. So Meow sees a Jetpack and Matic on 1-4, just about the worst place you can see it. He's still about 10 seconds behind TTF, but both runners have safely delivered the rope, so they're on to the 10,000 gold split.
Yeah, the 10k split is when like robbing shops, maybe going into a snake pit, start to become more of a good option from a speedrun standpoint, and opening crates. Because you can do 2 splits in a row here. The double bomb you can do after the 10k split without resetting.
I think we both actually saw Speff have a teleporter on the gold split on one of his recent streams, and that was pretty nuts to watch because that's really the first time where an item like that could really save some time, but of course increase the difficulty by quite a bit.
Yeah, that's right. He got a pretty big gold split there. Unfortunately, TTF, it was a good call to skip. He had a perfect speed chop, including
Absolutely.
the bomb. It doesn't matter, but he opted to skip it, which you can't really fault him for in this setting.
So TTF, with all of the gold he needs to exit, he also found a shotgun in one of the crates. Meow is going to have to spend a little more time in 1-4 here, but yeah, unfortunately Meow's going to actually have to backtrack for that. Nope. Finds the last bit of gold just as he exits.
TTF holding a steady lead ever since Meow had that shopkeeper issue. It'll be interesting to see what happens. These upcoming splits here are really the meat and potatoes of the run.
Yeah, a ton of deaths occur in the jungle, just much more difficult than the mines levels.
So they both opted not to reset, which is they both had a good setup to do the double delivery, so that's what they're going for here.
Yeah, Meow is also collecting a couple of damsels just for a little bit of safety here. He's also been grinding the all achievements category a lot recently, and he's been doing quite a few Casanova runs, so that might also be on his mind.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch him do that too.
So Meow moving just a little bit faster than TTF. He's already on to 1-4 and exiting, so he'll be moving on to the 2 rope split right away, and not too far behind his TTF, but we saw Meow probably with about a 20-second faster split here. And as I say that, TTF is not out of the woods here. This is a very annoying ending layout, or last layout for the bottom level here.
Looks like he's handling it well.
Just taking a little careful with the 1 HP, and he'll make it out.
He's okay.
Just an annoying monkey there, but that could have knocked him back into spikes or, stunned him in different ways.
So Meow has about a level and a half lead right now.
Level and a half lead, plus he's also already taken the shortcut, so decent amount of time made back up by Meow on that split here.
The shotgun split could really make a difference. Like one of them could get shotgun trolled.
Meowth actually finds a black market, but one split too early. This doesn't actually save a ton of time, but it makes the layout for the level a little bit more reliable.
Yeah,
So I would always take these, especially in a race situation.
I agree. 2-4 can be pretty messy, so he has a more familiar layout going to black market there.
Every once in a while, you get an orange frog or a snail causing
Yeah.
aggro inside the BM, and then you just die for no reason. But neither runner had that. A little bit of trouble with the exit on 2-3 for TTF, and Meow's already advanced to the shotgun split.
Meow is actually on a pretty good pace here. He gets a shotgun. Wonder what's in that mystery box.
So
Nothing
not a very
too
good
good.
shop. You really want either climbing gloves, some extra ropes, or some way to attempt the triple delivery, assuming he's able to make it through here. Big decision by Meow. He sees a black market, hesitates, and decides that just the shotgun is enough for this split in the race. Meanwhile, TTF completes his 2-rope split and moves on to the shotgun split.
Oh, Meow got a really aggravated shopkeeper there.
Yeah,
Aggravated and acrobatic. He did some pretty crazy moves there to get Meow right away at the exit there.
yeah, so TTF is slightly in the lead now that Meow's died. He picks up a shotgun here, but opts to not take the green gloves that we mentioned before.
Yeah, he has a ton of mobility, so it's not necessarily going to harm him. Green gloves can help if you are low on mobility and like to get into the mothership. If you don't have many ropes, you can just climb up. But like I said, he has a ton of bombs and ropes right now, so he should probably be okay.
Makes the ice caves just a little bit safer too, I would say. But
Yeah,
he
it does.
feels comfortable, and again, in a race situation, just getting the shotgun split out of the way is really important, as we saw with Meow's run here.
It'd be nice if TTF saw a vampire here in this Dead Are Restless. I haven't seen one yet, but the cape is so overpowered on this run, on this split in particular. But yeah, there weren't any vampires.
So Meow has a Vault Keeper here, opts to keep going. It's kind of a desperation strategy that I would whip out in maybe 2-3 or 2-4. But of course the Vault Keepers have shotguns just like any other shopkeeper. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him though.
It looks like he might get shot controlled here.
Yeah.
TTF has a really rough exit on this 2-4. He has to hope for a phenomenal bullet pellet curve or throw some bombs like he's doing there.
Yeah, this is actually safer, I think, for him to go. He's actually not
It's a
safe
little
standing
safer.
there. The shopkeeper could jump on the exit and shoot him, but alright, he opts to go. Oh god.
Wow, that is.
Alright, we got a tied race, so
It's a tie. It's a tie now. That was a really tough exit.
yeah.
The only thing he could have done really was keep chucking bombs.
Yeah, he also probably could have blown up the tree he was standing on to give him a little bit more space between himself and the shopkeeper. That would have been slower but safer, but given his lead, that was probably the play. Of course, it's easy for us to say that in retrospect. Some of these things are the hardest to think up when you're actually in a race situation.
Definitely. So far into 2-3, neither of them have a shotgun. Looks like TTF's going for the vault,
Oof.
which probably a good idea because he's in late jungle.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
At this point, just focusing on getting the shotgun delivery and not really double or triple delivery is probably the way to go here.
Cooks a bomb. Very interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting timing here.
Yeah, well done. He's got the shotgun. He just has to get through one level with shopkeeper aggro, and then he'll be through one of the harder splits.
All right, Meow taking some TTF strats and robbing a vault here, and we see TTF as a shop at the end. So this is all for nothing for him. Plus, that's a very healthy bomb count in that shop. But yeah, if you don't know that there's a shop, then these are the decisions you have to make.
Meow had a bit of a crazy situation with the 2-4 vault keeper there. he opted to jump on the shopkeeper's head, and he got him, and he got the gun and the delivery. So he's something like 10 seconds ahead of TTF. Assuming TTF gets in the exit here, it's another tricky exit, though.
Oh, God.
Wow. They
Right.
don't usually get up there like that, but
Yeah.
he got to the exit.
Or when they do, they usually shoot you along the way here.
Yeah.
So Meow, a little bit ahead here. We saw very early... Oh, that's a wet fur level. I was thinking that was the Ice Cave character.
He's going for the double or even triple delivery here, opting to continue with aggro, which it's not a bad idea, actually. It's just going to be trickier, but he's definitely saving time. He even got a hold of a compass and a rope pile from the Yeti King. So he'll be able to get into the mothership.
The Ice Cave levels are, I would say, the easiest levels to deal with shopkeeper aggro. They almost always just end up killing themselves. Another big decision for TTF. He is a level, what do you call it? Alien level with a jetpack, but he decides not worth the time. He could have used a couple of landmines, but opts against it. Meow is again still going for that triple delivery potentially. It's going to take him most of his ropes to get up here. He'll have one to fool around with.
Yep, he's going to have one bomb and one rope to use for the next 2 levels here.
Makes the first delivery the 3 bombs, so even if he doesn't survive these next 2 levels, still making progress on the category.
Definitely. Looks like he'll have to use his rope here. Yeah, he got looks like a UFO took out the elevator there.
Meanwhile, TTF does complete his delivery, and Meow is out of the mothership. So 1 more level for Meow, and TTF is going to have to restart and take the Ice Cave shortcut. So another big decision by TTF. Some runners have attempted to do both a gold key plus a 3 rope delivery. I bet we're going to see at least one person doing it today. It's never the right decision in race situations, as we've seen, but it's irresistible.
Unless they're, like, tied, maybe.
Yeah, it never works out, though.
So Meow got the whole triple delivery, which is really nice. He had a really nice triple delivery, and he's on to the key split. Got some extra ropes there.
TTF just 2 more levels away. And these are looking like pretty reasonable levels.
TTF is definitely holding his own against Meow here. Meow has a stronger personal...
Yep, a little bit faster time. Alright, and TTF has moved on to the key split. So lots of things can go wrong with this. We haven't seen if Meow has found the gold key just yet.
So we saw Meow buy some paste, and I think he bought a bomb bag. He might have picked up a bomb bag, but looks like he's preparing to possibly cascade on Olmec, which will make it fast and safe. And he's located the chest, so he knows the key is on this level.
Yeah, resource count is really nice. He also continues to pick up some gold, so he's thinking of potentially buying items from shopkeepers in the future.
He got a distant key location. He also just took an arrow, so he's got to watch his HP at this point. And he does not have enough bombs right now for the safe Olmec fight. Wow.
So he almost got stunned with the key. There's a giant spider right there, so that was probably his death if the key were just a little bit lower here. Meanwhile, TTF using some of his gold to buy some extra bombs at the shop there. So very, very nice strategy. Meow had kind of a slow first couple levels, but he ended up finishing the mines in 1:30. Pretty good time for this category.
Yep. So TTF got an arrow to the knee, so he's down to 3 HP. He had a damsel, so he's in better HP, a better health position than Meow makes. Oh, now actually TTF's down to 2. So either of them might have a key death, which could make quite a difference in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Meow is opting to get a damsel, which is honestly a good idea here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to survive this. Really, doing the key split with any deaths, unfortunately, which we just saw, can really lead to a good time. Prevent big time losses.
So the Tic Tac Foe had a 1-4 death. I believe he might have missed the key.
He also missed the key, yeah.
Yeah.
So
at this point, TTF has to really hope for Meow to have a key death.
Mm-hmm.
He had some piranha and bat troubles in 2-2 there.
Yeah, Meow also decides to avoid his second black market of the run so far. So again, another big decision in this race is whether to take those when you don't strictly need them.
Yeah, it's always a tough call.
Yeah, if you get there and there's no jetpack or the items aren't great, then you feel kind of silly, but there's always a potential for a jetpack, compass, everything to make your run work out well. Meanwhile, we've got TTF finding the gold key in 1-3. His item count, health, resources are all good. So he's in pretty good shape. Unfortunately, maybe about a minute and a half behind Meow at this point.
Yeah, about a whole zone behind him. He's in better shape with resources and HP though.
Just gonna spend a second checking out some of our runners in the next race. So I'm gonna mute myself for just a second here.
Sure. So we have Meow into the ice caves here. He's got just 4 spooky levels left, and then he'll have the final split of the race. TTF is moving pretty fast in the jungle here. I think he knows he has a little bit of catching up to do. Something that could change the position of this race also really easily is just a temple death from Meow. Could put the race right back at it being even again. So a really convoluted 3-2 here for Meow Mix, but he handles it. So just 2 levels to go. These are the scariest levels in the run, actually. Late ice cave deaths on the key split are really devastating.
Alright, yeah, so it looks like I didn't miss a ton of stuff. Meow 1 level away from getting this delivery, though?
Yep, just 1 level left here. 3-4. TTF got a nasty Tiki Village here. Oof, Meow has to be careful with that mammoth. If he touches the mammoth, he is dead.
Oh god.
A little bit of troll stuff going on. Yeah. Nice use of the rope. Alright.
Finally using his items here.
He got it. TTF is keeping up a good pace here, though. He's just in 2-4, almost into the ice caves. In order for TTF to catch up, he's going to need a temple death from Meow.
Oh god, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
So we got a pre-triggered Tiki Trap at the end of 4-1.
Yeah, that was quite troll.
Oh man, one of the more unfair things about Spelunky, but we didn't sign up to play this game because it's fair.
Yeah, and Meow still has a lead. That only cost him a little bit because it was in 4-1. It wasn't like a late temple or an Olmec death. And he got a nice 4-1 after, so...
That's true. He did have 6 bombs and pace, though, so...
That's also true.
Definitely costly.
He's got his HP back up. I think he's going to be okay. Oh. I gotta...
That was on you! That's the caster curse.
I think it was on me. But... I honestly thought it was going to be okay. That Tiki Trap was in a nasty spot, though. Again, he gets a rather straightforward 4-1, a little bit long, but not too difficult.
So TTF 1 more level in the ice caves.
Yep.
Plenty of ropes to use. He also has 6 bombs, so he's probably trying to hold on to those. Oh, he sees the exit. Alright. Couple
Nice
levels
job,
apart.
TTF. Quite a close race here.
Nasty 4-3 for Meow. And comparably easier level for TTF, so whew. Meow's gonna have to do a harder Olmec fight at this point than what we're seeing from TTF.
Yeah, he has more HP though, which could be a big factor. Only about one level separates them right now. It's pretty crazy.
Yep. So Meow with 3 bombs. We'll see if he tosses out that first one, but the spawns from Olmec, the gaps, lots of things can affect this finish here. So Meow actually saves one of his bombs. There's a slightly faster Olmec fight. However, keeping a bomb to help yourself from a monkey is a totally reasonable play.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
Okay, one more stomp for Meow.
Nice backflip on the snail there.
Perfect.
TTF was into Olmec by the time Meow was finishing, so very close race. Very close.
So TTF is actually doing... Well, he started out on a 5-bomb fight, but the gap at the bottom makes it impossible.
Yeah, he had a really nasty gap there. It looks like we're going to have a TTF finish as well.
Yeah. Use your bomb, use your bomb. So that's why you save the bombs.
Well, I think he'll be okay if he can deal with the snail there.
Wow,
Okay.
really close race for the 2 runners. So congrats to Meow for advancing, and just a really nice job for TTF.
Yeah, absolutely. Just over 30 seconds separating them. Quite a race. And they both got a sub 25, so
great.
pretty nice.
Well, I'm going to update our bracket page. We're actually going to have a slight change to the runners. Still looking for Mike is my Ike, and so we're going to switch out... Oh, dear. We're going to switch out the Jake and Curticus run. We're going to see some really nice MS Paint action going on right here.
Nice. While you're doing this, I'm going to switch to a better headset. I'll be right back.
Sure. This is production value. Alright. Whatever. Why is this coughing? Nice. That's the schedule. We got Meow Mix advancing. Alright, so Curticus and Jake should be next up. I'm gonna pull up their streams and set up the overlays, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright, I think we have our runners. I need to change the titles of them, but we've got streams up for both Criticus and Jake Yoshimitsu. I'm just gonna change the player names for this. We had a little bit of a tech issue from people not showing up on time, but doing our best here. Alright, those should be right. Layouts look pretty reasonable. It looks like I'll have to change a little bit about Jake's screen, but if the runners are ready, please get to the lobby and indicate somehow that you are ready to go. And then I'll give a countdown in both Discord and on here. Alright, Jake looks good, Kurt looks good. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Let's see if we're
as his custom Cyclops sprite there.
Alright, we got a very similar takeoff for both runners, just like the first one. Maybe Jake got about a 0.5 second lead, so I'll pause him for just a second. But otherwise, we should be good.
Both of these guys have sub-20s. Kurt super close to the record with the only other sub-16.
Nice.
But yeah, Jake has a 1930 himself.
Criticus also has the low percent hell ASO world record. Something in like 25 minutes. Or low percent AS plus Y? I can't remember. One of those meme categories that isn't tracked by mouse ranking, but in any case, very quick without the use of items like a jetpack, teleporter, and the like.
Yep. Kurt's another guy who has a pretty crazy tutorial PB actually. He had the record for a while himself.
Yeah, he had the record before we really developed a lot of the new strategies with skipping levels and some of the more precise setups. So you came up with a couple, Meow did a couple, Speff is coming up with some more.
So Jake had a slightly faster tutorial than Kurt.
That's right, as we're talking up Kurt, Jake is actually a slight lead going into 1-2 here.
Kurt has some pretty insane low percent platform skills. I think he's going to have a lot of really nice splits on this race because a lot of ASO is low percent platforming.
He's also one of our mechanical keyboard users, so a couple of things that just feel like they're a little bit easier if you have a really fast keyboard and more fingers to work with than your thumb. So not much to report. Kurt's being really generous with his bombs, making shortcuts for himself. Unfortunately, Jake takes some fall damage and a final bit of damage from a Cobra at the end of 1-3, so this is going to end up being about a 1 minute time loss. Not that large compared to not finding a shotgun or dying on Olmec, but still it's going to put him at a disadvantage at the very start of a race. Meanwhile,
yeah, he's already got a little bit of catching up to do here. But yeah, anything can happen on several of these splits.
Yeah, if we were grinding for PBs, he would obviously reset here, restart the tutorial, but in a race setting, you don't get to do that. So, nice little shortcut by Jake here to avoid probably about a 10-12 second loss from those giant spiders, plus the threat of taking 2 damage or even a blocked off end to that area. So
yeah, you'll see a lot of that in ASO runs, using tons of resources on the early splits because you don't need to worry about your resources.
Yeah, it's a very different mentality from most runs which start out as low percent, where You really want to save all your items, especially if you end up doing a low percent hell run where every resource is essential. But we do see Jake finishing off that one bomb split. Meanwhile, Kurt is just finishing his one rope split. So a pair of very fast splits for him to start this category off.
Yeah, sub 4 into the 10k split. It's a really nice pace.
Oh, come on, Jake. He head fakes taking a jetpack teleporter. You gotta do
decision.
it. Yeah.
He's got some ground to make up, but he could have fallen more behind if he just got one bad teleporter roll. So
you gotta take that though, right?
I'm not sure. Since he's behind, I think there was more reason to take it, but he's not out of this by any means. He doesn't. I feel like I can't really fault him for skipping it. Maybe taking the jetpack and
just the jetpack.
Then you'd have to slow down a lot of the exits.
So Kurt's actually paused or slow down for a second to try to set up a whip on these gold piles, trying to dupe gold in the 10k split. Oh, he's got a jetpack teleporter too.
Oh my, is he gonna?
This is one of the splits where having it for multiple levels is helpful.
Wow, he even took the teleporter.
Of course.
He just needs 100, and then he'll be on to the 10k or the 2 bomb split.
I'm really afraid that he's gonna walk out with 9,900 gold. Don't do it, Kurt.
Oh, I don't think he realized.
Don't do it, Kurt. No.
I hope he realizes that he didn't have enough there, and that he doesn't just continue. Okay, he remembered.
He kills himself, so he knows he messed up.
Hey, you know what? The race became even again.
That's right.
Actually, Yoshi is
Yoshi with the lead.
Props to Kurt for taking the shop, though. It can get a little bit confusing. I myself often leave without 10k.
Sure. So Jake opts to not take the golden idol for 5k here. Oh, Kurt gets another jetpack.
This will help though, because we'll get to take it into the 2 bomb split.
Yeah, critically he takes the gold from the shopkeeper. He avoided the gold on the previous jetpack because he didn't want the climbing gloves, but without that same concern, he just picks up the extra gold. Just any way you can get to 10,000 will work. And he has 10,000 gold now.
Wow, that... Sometimes he doesn't shoot. Sometimes he does. It was a tough situation. So we have Yoshi with a substantial lead right now. Like I said before, Kurt has the platforming skills to make up this ground, though.
Right. So Jake resets, starts in the jungle shortcut rather than trying to play through with less resources. And I don't think he had aggro, but just gets a clean start here. Wow.
A lot can still happen.
For sure. So Kurt being very, very deliberate about picking up gold on this attempt. This that 100 gold has really cost him almost 2 minutes at this point.
Yeah. But he just needs... He's down 100 again. That is... Oh, no. It was the same thing.
Kurt, please. Okay.
He's not out of this.
He's not out of this. He's not. So again, the big time losses are usually on the temple and on the key split. So... we get a death on 2-4 by Jake, so that's another thing that can bring these two runners back to each other.
Yeah, the main thing Kurt has to do is just not get discouraged because there's still a ton of the race left.
But Jake took, I believe, a 4 damage boomerang there. Oftentimes, just getting hit by the boomerang, you'll take 1 or 2 damage, but if you try to fight it, it actually will often loop for multiple rounds and potentially do infinite damage to you. But
so Kurt is really right back in this thing with that death from Yoshi.
Yeah, he's still maybe a split and a half behind instead of 2 full splits. But yeah, again, he was going to be leaving the mines at around 5 minutes or so with a jetpack teleporter, and now 4 minutes later, he's finally actually completing the split here.
Yep, looks like he'll be on the same split as Jake for part of the level. So.
Oh wow, yeah, I had thought Jake was on the 2 ropes already, but you're right. Just a couple levels apart.
Much closer race than I realized, actually. But Yoshi does get the delivery here. Nasty Tiki Village for Kurt. Could have been a more zigzaggy Tiki Village. It was a bit straight down in the middle.
So yeah. Kurt only about 10 seconds behind Jake at this point? Am I reading that right? Oh no.
I'm 3 levels behind.
Yeah. For some reason I thought Kurt was already on 2-4.
He's catching up though.
Definitely.
Like I said, the platforming, which is really what the speed in your platforming and accuracy, is really what ASO is all about.
A little bit of RNG
Kurt
to
has
find.
such a strong time.
Yeah. Some RNG to find some good items on the shotgun split, but otherwise it's mainly that platforming ability. So Yoshi on 2-4, Kurt on 2-4, 1 split apart.
Yeah, Yoshi's got some strong platforming skills too, actually. Pretty strong low percent time, so definitely don't count him out. He's keeping that lead, actually.
Yeah. A little bit of a slow level here for him. Has to use a couple of resources, but he's going to get all those back in just 1 delivery here. And he successfully makes the rope delivery.
Yep, onto the shotgun.
And of course, I'm discounting the chance that the runners fail to push the right button when they deliver items, but we've seen that in race situations where you'll get to the tunnel man and tell him no even when you have the item. At least I want to believe other people besides me have done that.
I think I probably have.
Just so used to spamming all the buttons to make the transition screen take less time, but
yeah, something in ASO. A lot of people just spam between transition screens, but if you just hold the button in, it goes faster, and that's something that I have difficulty remembering at times. Like, it definitely costs a few seconds throughout a run.
Just a difference between the real-time attack and in-game timer rule set.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got a Dead as Restless level for Jake on the shotgun split. So if you can find that, that's an aggro-free shotgun. And
ouch, Kurt took a 2-4 death, unfortunately, on the 2 rope split. I'm not seeing the Ash Tombstone for Yoshi, but he's doing a good job looking around, so it's probably just at the bottom here.
Yeah, there's 2 other shotguns from the Shopkeeper and also the Vault Keeper. But there it is.
Nice. He's trying to do it without aggro, which he should be good, yeah.
I thought that may have been...
Unfortunately...
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, not a vampire again.
Oh, sure.
I think oftentimes there's a vampire. I don't know, like, the stats on it, but I would say something like half the time. Got a dark level, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to cart that torch around with the shotgun. That's a good bomb there. I think that does look like a path.
That looks like the exit. Or, I thought he was 1 level down. But there's the exit.
Yep. I wonder if he'll go for... Oh my.
Tricky exit.
No.
Tricky exit.
Wow. Look out. He's so trapped there.
Oh, God. Jump. No. Oh, he's alive.
Holy heck. Oh my goodness. Whip him.
Oh
No.
1 pixel too far ahead. Alright, so they are both now on the shotgun split.
Kurt is ahead.
Kurt finds a BM as well.
2 seconds ahead into that level. And yeah, Kurt got a market. Yoshi got a shotgun. Yoshi, the middle vine there wasn't there, which sometimes it's not.
Sure.
I've had that problem too. So he lost his shotgun and fell on the spikes there.
So the big decision for Kurt is whether he's going to go for this Ankh here. Oh, where's that
It's
missing platform?
very few things in this black market.
Yeah. The climbing gloves are pretty big.
I would say the Ankh is a good decision. He could take like a mothership death, and he doesn't want to use one of his bombs here.
Oh no, Kurt!
Well, might.
Kurt's throwing again.
He's getting the Ankh, so
yeah.
He's going to be able to take a death somewhere, if it happens. There might also be a bomb bag in there. No, he got a really awful black market. It was good on ropes and climbing gloves, and that was really it. The compass can help in the ice caves, though, quite a bit.
He's still going to try to deliver bombs, by the way, if history is a guide.
Well, he'll have several levels to try to find a bomb bag. Which,
patches strats.
Yeah, he's got to know he has no bombs.
Does he? Sure?
Probably. There's a vampire, so we finally saw a vampire in Dead Are Restless. Kurt definitely knows to go for the cave. He's going to have some super fast ice caves, so he's in good shape for a triple delivery if he only gets a bomb bag somewhere.
Meanwhile, we got a death on 2-4 by Jake. Pretty close to the exit, too.
Did he have a shotgun?
Yeah. I think so.
Well, they're still both on the same split. There's another shop that could have had a bomb box, and it did not.
Oh, we got a shop for Jake. Not the best shop, but that compass is nice.
The compass definitely helps.
2-4 exit for Kurt is a little stressful.
Yeah. Those little one-tile gaps with the tikis make the shopkeeper have really bizarre movements. Sometimes he'll run over them, sometimes he'll run into them. It's kind of frustrating and hard to time. And he also has this tiki up top.
Yeah, he could do something like throw a corpse down there.
Well, the good news is he has that Ankh, so he should be able to at least get the shotgun delivery here. I think he's waiting to see if the shopkeeper. Yeah, he was waiting for that.
God,
he got unlucky there. The shopkeeper. Sometimes if the shopkeeper gets hit on his way down, he won't get stunned, which is what happened there. But
so shotgun delivery for Kurt.
Meanwhile, he got a bomb bag.
Nice.
So he is in great shape for this triple delivery here. He's got all the mobility he needs. He's got an Ankh, cape, compass. It's looking pretty good for Kurt here. Now, I don't know if there was a jetpack in Yoshi's Black Market he got here. Look at that Ankh position, just and that awful shopkeeper. So
he's out.
Yeah, he's got an Ankh too. Ankh is really nice on the triple delivery, honestly, if you are set up mobility-wise for it and resource-wise.
3-3 also looks pretty good for Kurt. A little annoying with the shopkeeper at the end there. But alright, so Jake is finally out with a shotgun split. We are now in the same split for both runners once again.
Yeah, it's still quite a close race here. Kurt gets a agreeable mothership entrance. And we saw the gloves being super useful there. He had enough ropes, though. In case he didn't take the gloves. I generally take the gloves on that split. It's pretty rare I would skip them.
Getting some good intel in the Discord about some of the racers. But yeah. Kurt has kind of a tough exit here. Plenty of ropes to work with.
Wow, he had a UFO take out the shopkeeper. That was a good
nice. Sometimes things go well for us in Splunky.
So Yoshi's nearing the 3 bomb delivery, so he's only a few levels behind. Kurt has this Ankh, so even if he dies to this shopkeeper, he's gonna be able to do the triple delivery. Alright, so Kurt is onto the gold key split.
Nice.
Yoshi has a pretty nasty Uh-oh. We gotta... Oh,
That's
no.
not good.
He's
Oh,
got the
he's
Ankh.
got the Ankh. Got the Ankh.
So, at
That's
this
why you
point,
get it.
the mothership entrance is really difficult here.
Yeah, with no extra ropes. Couple of crates, though, we've seen in this level. That's not going to cut it. That could be a jetpack? Oh, he's just going to make the delivery, reset, and go for the split separately. Not a bad decision. Can't fault him for that.
That's right.
So Kurt has found the gold key on 1-2. Nice to get that out of the
he's
way.
got haste.
Dang, look at him go.
Yoshi's in good shape here. Actually, no. Yoshi is going to have to need a rope pile. I'm not sure. Is that... Oh, man. That is unfortunate.
Oh, we got a jetpack for Kurt as well, if he can...
This is a tricky shopkeeper.
Oh, God!
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. The shopkeeper's following him.
Oh.
Well, Yoshi needed that.
Yeah.
Because Yoshi is...
Still not resetting, unfortunately.
He had almost a
There it goes.
50% chance, really, for that to be ropes. So he got kind of screwed there. But he's going back to the ice cave shortcut, I think. Yeah, he's not going for the Twiggle strats, as we sometimes call them.
That's an interesting strat to have named after you. The strat that ends runs.
Yoshi took some fall damage in that 3-1 there, but he ended up near the exit, so...
Yeah, also next to a landmine, but didn't cause him any issues. So Kurt finds another key. I must have missed one of his deaths there. Oh,
well, it was the jetpack one.
Jetpack, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Can't blame him for going for that jetpack.
Oh, you have to. Some good Twitch commentary about who's racing next. But it will be Groom versus Mike is my Ike.
Pretty fast mines there for the key split for Kurt here, just over 1 minute.
Yeah, he doesn't need a jetpack. Dropping is way faster than tapping your jets. Meanwhile, Jake completes the 3-rope split and is on to the same split as Kurt. He'll be looking for a golden key in the mines here. And Kurt finds another BM. Very interesting. So he'll be looking for things like extra bombs, paste, jetpacks, capes, compasses.
Yeah, it's also just a slightly earlier exit. And I'm not sure if he'll rob it.
Yes.
Yeah, probably a good idea here, just to go through it.
Well, he could spend some of his money too. Well,
That's true. He might run into another shop.
tricky exit for Kurt, and...
Oh dear. That's what Yoshi needed here.
So Yoshi's ahead.
Yep.
What a race.
Yoshi has located the level the gold key is on. It looks like he got a pretty nasty gold key location though.
Oh, just a close enough key to make it worthwhile. He's using some strats.
Yikes. Okay. Those spikes startled me.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to get a hold of the key here. Kurt's just double checking. There's no key in 1-2, and there's not.
Alright, very good. So Jake with not great resources, but a slight lead to the key. Kurt finds the key on 1-3 right at the entrance.
Smart bomb, too.
Oh.
Saved quite a bit of time. Yep, we have Yoshi going down. So now Kurt... Nice exit there for Kurt.
Yeah, Jake went to buy some ropes with some of the money he picked up, but then unfortunately took a fall into spikes, and he'll be starting over the split.
both players still in the mines though, so it's still a close race.
So just to anonymously call out a couple people in chat, we were trying to fill this last spot in the race, and a couple people declined racing because they were too afraid to go against Curticus, but we're into the 24th minute at this point, and he's still in the key split, so really, I'm not sure what people were afraid of. That's not even a flame to Kurt, but
it wasn't the best of seeds.
That's fair. But remember, he lost 4 minutes on the 10k gold split just for not remembering to pick up gold twice. So, anything can happen in ASO. There's enough randomness that the better runners will win more often, but I don't know. I think TTF would have liked to be against Kurt in this round. Anyhow, no flame intended for Kurt. He's a god.
He does have a sub 16.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jake almost sacrificed himself to an altar here. He finds the key and also some paste. So a nice little set of items to start out his key run with. Kenny, I'm gonna send you something on the Discord.
Sure.
Alright, we're good. So, Kurt into 3-2 with the key. Resources are looking okay to make it through the key split. Not the greatest to go for a tempo run afterwards, but yeah, those pair of ropes will be very helpful to get him to the exits here. Alright, we get another attempt at a black market for Jake. Nope. He decides it's not worth the time.
Pretty straightforward level here, so
yeah,
not worth the aggro risk. Might have been in the back of his mind.
Yeah, a compass, a really easy jetpack. I don't think you have to go for the Ankh necessarily to make it worthwhile, and actually, if you're going down in the ice caves, you're probably losing the key anyways.
Exactly, I was going to point that out too.
But 3-4 for Curticus delivers the key. He's now on the the throw split, we'll say.
It's looking good for Kurt though. He didn't do a reset because he has a ton of bombs. He's low on ropes and his HP's down a bit, but all these extra bombs he'll be able to deal with a lot of tough situations, and he might run into a crate. So.
Not used to see Kurt slow down for anything, but he waits out that mummy, takes a little safe, finds a crate with some ropes, so he still has enough resources to do a safe Olmec strategy. Although we've seen a lot of people fail the quote safe strats in race situations.
I think it'll take more than one death from Kurt for Yoshi to catch up here, looking at where they're at.
I think one Olmec death and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, if Yoshi gets in the temple by then.
Ooh. Alright,
oh
so
dear.
That's a little bit of a difference here. Kurt is going to be on Olmec with enough bombs for safe strats, and Yoshi will be starting over in the mines looking for that gold key. I don't know how that lava man is not...
Why wasn't he falling?
Yeah. So shout out to Andy Hall, lead programmer of Spelunky. I've never seen that before, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So now we know that Kurt is using a hacked client, and unfortunately that means we're going to have to award the victory to Jake.
Okay, so Kurt's going for the fast fight.
We've seen this before. Kurt doesn't believe in safe strats.
I don't know why the bomb didn't work there.
Alright, nice
okay.
extra tile
nice
there.
Cubby there.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Still
Kurt
sub 30, got under 30
advance. And actually, I'll ask for the next group of runners to set up. I'll start to set up their screens, and we'll follow Jake until we see Micah's My Icon group get set up.
Okay, looks like Jake but went ahead and exited there. A good race, though. It was very close at several different times, several different changes in the lead. So good job to both runners.
So I'm looking for Mike is my Ike's Twitch stream. People keep changing. Twitch is now allowing people to change their names, and sometimes it's being hard to find people.
So next up is Groomp and Mike.
Yep, Grimp and Mike.
Groomp just threw down a really fantastic sub 17 top 5 time. So
Nice.
I would say he's the favorite in this match, but Mike can definitely pull it off.
Mhm.
3 people in the top 5 are participating in this. That's really cool. I'm just looking at the individual runners' times.
Let's go back to the bracket while I set up some of the runners. And we've got Kurt. Still waiting for Mike is my Ike to get a stream up.
So Groomp went all the way from 1804 to 1645. So he never saw a 17, and he never will.
Very nice. Alright, Mac SG. Oh, I had one too few O's in Groomp. Dang it. Alright, we got some issues. We're working through them. But yeah, if both Groomp and Mike can get to the lobby, we'll be able to start a countdown. Alright, this is all coming together. Feeling good. So going to the character select screen. Group's got a speed shop, so he wants to show the world how quickly he can teleport into a wall.
He has a phenomenal 90% though.
Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. So yeah, both runners get to the character select screen, and we'll give... Actually, they're in SRL, so they can do their own countdown. Hopefully. I believe. Just waiting for the runners to coordinate. Groomp is saying he's ready. Mike needs to ready up in the SRL screen in live splits. He's now in the
Group's signature glasses girl sprite.
Without even a recoloring. It's a little different. Alright, so both runners are ready. I think they're gonna start the race themselves. So we just have
Mike's
to
got
sit
his,
back and watch.
Skelly sprite from Mike there. It's a custom he made.
Well, Mike is off. And Groomp is not that far behind, so I will put about a 8-second delay on Mike here, and they'll be
That's
synced
probably
up.
just Twitch lagging a little more for Groomp on your end. Nice.
Perfect. Alright, we got a race. Whew, so Groomp versus Mimi. Groomp's been more active recently, but Mimi's definitely put a bunch of fast times down. And
Nice ledge grab strat from Groomp there that Speff came up with, I believe.
yeah, it looks a little bit more difficult than it is. If you jump into a wall, you will even up for the ledge grab on the lower level. So very cool that Speff found something so fast and also so reliable. That's a very rare combination of attributes in a speedrun. Yeah, Grimp
So
is...
another thing I wanted to mention is Mike put a lot of time into the tutorial. Actually, he has a 117, I think, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. I like the downward bomb throw by Grimp at the very end there. Just kind of slid across the bottom there. But they both get about a 119 for Grimp, maybe a 122 for Mike. So all these strategies, they really just translate to a couple seconds, and it's the platforming again that really makes the big difference.
Yeah, the tutorial isn't a big deal on this run, but as a category in itself, a little bit of time in the tutorial does make a big difference.
So, tutorial world record holder Speff giving a lot of praise to Mike. There was a time when Mike and I had a rivalry in tutorial, and he was winning.
Yeah, Mike definitely put some time in the tutorial.
We got a question from Twitch chat. Wait, are you watching both screens at the same time with different eyes? Well, no, we're just missing half the stuff that happens and hoping that we guess right for the runners that are doing interesting things or dying or making deliveries. But yeah, we've also done a couple events with 4 runners at the same time, and that's when it gets really crazy and we miss a ton of stuff. But these races, usually you can follow what's going on. We know where the lulls in the action are, so for example, this one bomb split, no one ever dies except for Jake that one time, and as we see, Grump and Mike both deliver the first bomb without any problems. Again, just a couple seconds apart. Mike actually made up about 5 seconds on that split, so he takes a very slight lead over Grump here. Maybe slightly different bomb decisions or layouts, but very close game. In fact, they exit 1-1 at the same time.
Yep, I like the layout they got here.
Mm-hmm. Another really nice level for Mike is my Ike.
So I'm pretty sure Mike has a sub 20.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, it's one of the categories he's invested more time in, if I am correct. Ooh, Grimp misses a ledge grab there and spikes himself and will have to restart the 1 rope split. So,
Yep,
full 3 level lead for Mike is my Ike. This looks like a pretty safe exit here. Yep. I'm liking these layouts, by the way. I'm not sure exactly who put them together, but
I think Jake did.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
Very cool. So Mike moving on to the 10k gold split, and we're hoping that he's gonna not fall to the same traps as Curticus and find all these little loose gems and bits of cash wherever we can find them.
Yeah, he's on a good pace here, actually. I think
Yeah.
he was sub 4 into 10k or right around it.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. Burning through some resources, but that's okay. First big decision, he decides not to take the 5k gold skull there. I think
Well, he's
probably...
got a couple levels left, so might have. I guess there was a possibility for aggro if he didn't know exactly which way to go for the exit. But he's getting the spider's money, so that'll help.
Second opportunity for that gold skull, and this is one of the levels where it would definitely lead to aggro.
Yeah, it would have been pretty nasty there. He's got enough, so he's good. He's down a bomb, so I don't know if he'll try to do the double delivery. Something you can do in this situation is you get a peek at 2-1, and you can kind of evaluate if the level looks like it'll be straight down or if it'll be really convoluted, and you can reset from there without losing any time because you have a couple seconds before you can move your character.
Oof. So Mike finishes the split, he's down to the 2 bombs and resets. Meanwhile, Grump sees a jetpack and Matic, a second jetpack. Alright. So grabs a shotgun, ops, he doesn't need the...
That was a smart bomb there.
Yeah.
He's got enough money. It's one of the best splits to get a jetpack on. Aside from the 2 huge
aggro,
splits.
he opted not to take the shotgun, which is, I think, a little bit safer in this, safer to get it in this category, but probably won't make a
He's
difference.
pretty accurate with his whip, so he'll,
Yeah,
he'll
I'm
keep
thinking
it
of
faster
those,
this way.
the double tree exits on some jungle levels.
Those, yeah, they can get you.
Yeah, that's when you really want a shotgun, I think.
Yep.
Cool. Mike is my Ike, using a very smart bomb here. He's got one more to spare, entering 2-3.
Grimp can't spare a bomb. Close exit there. Made it.
Yep. Shotgun probably wouldn't have helped in that situation either. So this decision's still paying off here. This is another exit where the shotgun's useful.
Yeah, really tough level here. That shopkeeper, oof. If he rushed that exit, the shopkeeper might have done a rebound, so approaching it a little cautiously helped a bit, quite a bit.
So Mike finishes his split, and Grump will not make
Wow.
it.
Shopkeeper just bounced off the wall there.
So Mike on 2 ropes, Grump going through the shortcut to start out the 2 bomb split.
Yeah, that's a huge plus for Mike here.
Wow.
Thanks for the bits, Mystic Ether.
Very nice. Every little bit helps, I guess.
It's good. Grimp's really plowing through this split though. I think he realizes he's a little bit behind now.
Bees. Always bees and...
That's a smart bomb.
Yeah, definitely. So he avoids having to do the deep sea diver, rushing water nonsense.
They're both getting some really difficult jungle levels actually.
Yeah.
Very few straightforward jungle levels for either of them so far.
But both runners will complete a split. Mike moves on to the shotgun split. Grump finishes off the 2 bomb split, and move on to the 2 rope split.
Okay, it's a crucial and exciting split for Mike here. See if he gets shotgun trolled. Picking up
nice.
crates on the split is always a good idea.
Ropes are great. Opens up the possibility of a triple delivery when you get those.
Yep, he got this HP2, which could come in handy if he tries to do more than one delivery at once on this seed. He also just passed a vault, so he's not going to be able to do like an emergency 2-4 vault robbery, but he got a Dead or Restless, so hopefully he doesn't pass up the Ash Tombstone. There it is, and he definitely noticed it.
Very good. So
again, I didn't see
aggro-free.
aggro-free, yeah, really nice. I didn't see a vampire.
We got a vault for... Oh no, Grump is on the 2 rope split, sorry.
He's making some good time on this split though. That's a tempting shot.
You gotta rob that, right? I'd rob that.
Well, the thing is, he's got no aggro, so...
Alright, you gotta go into this black market. Give me something.
Well, he could get the Ankh if he did.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
I can't really fault him for that.
Yeah, there's no right answer.
You could have a death on... Like, he could have had a 2-4 death to the Exit Keeper and really fallen behind. So, he's taking a safer approach, which should help. So Grump had to do a tricky hired help shop robbery. There's a few ways to do it, a few ways that can go wrong, a few fast ways that can go wrong, and he opted for a super fast robbery, which sometimes just based on what the hired hand does, it won't work.
Yeah, it was also at the very start of 2-1, so he loses about 10 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge deal. Hopefully he'll get another shop. Okay, there's gloves in this shop, and he opts to take them. Probably a good idea. Nice use of the Matic here. Yeah, he's just using it for a swing because he has to take a shotgun into the ice caves. He's down some HP, so it's going to be difficult for him to do any kind of multiple deliveries on this seed. Meanwhile, we have Mike, who's got a
Very good
really
bot there.
difficult wet fur level, over 30 seconds. I didn't get a look at what went on there, but
Mainly he kept guessing which way would be the route wrong. Nothing that he could have done about that, but okay,
oh
Grimp,
no.
Grimp gets wrecked by a giant bee.
Yeah, he
Yikes.
only had 2 HP. If he had 3, he would have been able to survive it.
Alright, so this is about a dream shop. You want a jetpack always, but cape
Yeah,
plus
cape will help
extra
a ton.
ropes.
He can really make up some time.
Yeah. This is triple delivery written all over it.
Yep. Okay, he got lucky with that monkey there. He's got the spring boots, which will help him conserve ropes at points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mike has enough ropes to go for triple delivery on this seed here.
That's right. No bombs to spare, but he has about 5 ropes. It's a good place to be. Alright, so Grump takes use of the shotgun on that long hallway. That's what I was talking about before, but obviously he has the shotgun this time because it's the shotgun split.
Yep.
Extra bombs. Again, this is...
Ooh, we had Mike take a mothership death, so he'll probably go to the short temple or the ice cave shortcut. He thought about it.
No, he hesitated. That was a
He
troll.
thought about
He wasn't
the-
thinking about that. That was a troll.
Oh, speaking of trolls, Groomp just
Yeah.
took a 2-3 Exekeeper death. Both players just had some setbacks there, so they're not as big of a deal for either of them as it might seem.
So Mike also not taking a jetpack here. I think that's fine. It's
Yeah,
the
he's
rope
just got a
split.
few levels.
Yeah. If you haven't practiced robbing the alien with just a couple of bombs, then that's the right call. But this level will be a little bit faster.
We had Groomp take another death to a tricky vine situation.
But he finds a Diagro shotgun here.
Yep. Again, no vampires. Starting to think maybe more often than not you don't see one. But I guess they might be around if you took some time and looked around the level, but...
You never know how they've modded their game in the RNG files.
Okay, so this should be... Well, in 2-3 and 2-4 anything can happen, but I think Groomp will get a shotgun delivery here. This 2-3 doesn't look bad. Yeah, it's just straight down. Okay, and we have Mike onto the key split. So Mike, significantly ahead.
Mm-hmm. So
I'd say this would be the first significant upset of the tournament.
yeah, I've had a couple of really close.
Yeah, they've all been close. The player with the stronger PB so far has won each time. Wow, Groomp barely got out of the way of that landmine. Well done.
I was just doing a couple of checks with the next set of runners. We're going to have Speff and Chocolate Cake, and both of them are confirming that they are alive and well, which is nice to hear for a change.
Groomp having some insane moments in these ice caves. He just took fall damage from the top of 3-2 to the bottom of it. Landed on a spring pad. Thankfully not on the landmine that was next to him.
Oh, jeez.
So
Mike
it's
is...
not a huge cost if he dies on this split, but he's got some making up to do. He doesn't have enough resources to do a bomb cook there to get into the mothership for a double delivery. So unless this shop, I think there was a shop. Nope, it's a damsel shop.
Almost kills himself there. So Mike
He
has
makes
done a
it.
couple of smart things in this seed. He purchased a compass, which will make a lot of the later levels a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea on this split.
He's
Groomp
also
is catching up.
Yeah.
He's making up some ground. Okay, Groomp.
Oh no!
He's going for it.
I knew
going
you'd
for
see this
quick
at some
stats.
point. So
You know
Group...
This is probably he's doing some good moves for this. Like he just threw a bomb at a crate to trigger an arrow instead of using a rope.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. That's right.
I don't know. He could make this work.
I can't.
I want to see it work.
I
I
do
also
too.
like seeing. Not that Mike's really an underdog, but I usually root for a person with a slower PB.
Mm-hmm.
So now Groomp is looking for the key. He found a bomb bag, which is nice. That might anything that can save resources for him is
Sure.
really going to help him with his twig strat attempt.
Realistically, you need to find a jetpack to make this a time save. That's. I don't see a way around it. Because you're spending time to get more resources.
Either that or a super fast mothership, which can be rare.
But you're
without
carrying.
a jetpack.
You're. We'll see. We'll see.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. I think this just made the race a lot more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting to begin with, but this is something exciting we haven't seen yet today. I
Black
believe
market for Mike. Shop for Mike.
Groom's. The key is on this level somewhere. Hopefully he.
Oh, we saw it we saw it up top.
Yeah. He's gonna have to
It's on
use
that
at
left
least
side.
one rope, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe two. So now he's gonna be in the position where he needs a crate, I think. Yeah, he's going to need a crate. Because he's down 2 ropes.
Don't try this at home, kids. Twiggle strats are a lie. Yeah, so I might get an opportunity to go into the black market. I think if you do it carefully and slowly, it's worth it when you're this far ahead.
Nice 8-second dark bubble for Groomp there, where he wasn't even able to take the torch. And so he's got to be thinking. That was smart to throw the key there. He's got to be thinking that he needs a crate.
I believe.
Well, I'd say more often than not, you run into a crate in 8 or 9 levels.
Yeah. But again, all that time searching for a crate offsets what would be. Well, what is the time save?
Yeah. Maybe there might be ropes. And,
ropes.
Okay, he got the ropes. So now there's hope again. He thought about the gloves, but it's a tough call. He might have an issue getting into the mothership, but we'll see. Dead are restless. I would really like to see a cape.
Well, he's not going to spend bombs, you think?
There was a cape, but he
Yeah.
he knows he has to make up time. That was a good move to just exit there. It was also a little bit precarious.
So Grump looks like he's 3 levels behind, but he's actually more because of the rope delivery. Mike is also going to go into the mothership, but only to make the 3-4 delivery a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice strategy. Unfortunately, he missed the bomb cooks. He could rope up to it, but he's also just close to the exit there, so it's very slight time loss. No big deal. He gets the key delivery, which is the big thing. So Grump's going to need Mike to have a temple death, and we'll see how he approaches the mothership here. You can often get into the mothership with 2 ropes, so
2 bombs, you mean?
yeah, either or.
Oh yeah, either one. That's right.
Okay.
A little bit of swag there by Grump. I like that.
Yeah, probably saved a little bit of time.
So he does the triple rope delivery. So about a 6-minute rope delivery there. Pretty good.
He's got 2 ropes to work with for. He's got a compass. Which, what the?
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I didn't know how to react to that. I think. Holy cow. Yeah, that was a good rope too.
Very good.
This is terrifying, actually. Get up there. Holy crap.
I thought I was going to get crushed there.
I think he's got this. He just
Yeah.
has to not have to use a resource in 3-4 points.
Oh, Mike gets a bomb shop on 4-3. I think you have to take that for the safe strat. Opts not to.
I'd say probably a good idea too, but Groom is having just some wild things going on.
Alright,
He gets,
well
he
done,
gets the
Groom.
successful
The
fixed
double
stress. He probably
delivery.
saved a little bit of time with that.
I don't even know. I don't know if that's
I don't
true.
know, but we have him in on the same split, and Mike just
We're
went down.
tied. We're tied.
Yeah.
The only difference is Mike has the shortcut already on the game reset.
Yeah, and he got kind of a nasty start to 4-1 here.
Yeah, I think Mike's
so does
big
Groom.
decision. Mike's big mistake was not robbing that bomb shop there. That would have made 4-3 much easier. And
This is insanely close.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true though. Took some damage to a mummy there.
Oh god. Both runners on 4-2.
Nice arrow dodges from Groom. I don't really. What on earth?
Oh god. I can't.
I don't know how to respond to something.
I know. I have nothing to
happening on
commentate on.
Groom's-
It's insane. But
He's ahead now. Groom
he's
is
ahead by about 5 seconds. Mike.
He's also got the significant HP advantage, significant
Mm-hmm.
resources advantage.
So he'll
He's
be the
just plowing through this temple.
first to get
he's
into
got-
Olmec.
He's got really good hope to win this race right now. Mike needs Groom to take a death. Mike's on to Olmec. Another insanely close race. Wow.
So Mike can save a second that Group can't with that third bomb at the start. I'm not sure if Mike knows this strat. We'll see.
Okay, I like seeing Groom's bombs up top there, just a little safer. The race is so
Okay.
close.
That's the first bomb by Mike.
Oh, he got
Doesn't
a
work
push
out.
block, messed it up.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna make a difference.
Nasty spawns for
getting some-
Group.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, he
Alright.
got over the snail there. Wow.
Amazing. Let's cheer for Mike to get a nice finish here.
More spawns. They keep getting spawns on the last
Oh
stomp.
my
What a
goodness.
crazy race.
So
was
the
this? Was this
double
even 10
delivery
seconds?
pays off for Groove?
Less than 10 seconds separated the runners.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Congrats to both runners, especially to
Great
Groom,
job, guys.
who's going to be advancing. Wow, what a race.
There were some crazy things happening on Groom's last few splits.
That's wild. So we will go back and update our bracket, of course. And hoping the next two runners are already getting set up so we can transition over pretty quickly. We're going to be having Speff versus Chocolate Cake 5000. Oh, what
Yeah,
a
both
race.
of them have good PBs too.
That was insane.
I'm going to grab a glass of water. I'll be right
Sounds
back.
great. Alright, Mac SG. Alright. What
Yeah,
a
both
race.
of them.
Good lord. So, Chocolate Cake is up. I gotta find Speff's Twiff. Speff's Twiff? Speff's Twitch? He was Speff 5, now he's just Speff. All these names I've saved in MacSG are all wrong at this point. But it looks like we have both runners, and I will switch to the race mode. And great. If both runners can get into the lobby, we can hopefully get a countdown pretty soon. I don't actually know if you guys are going to be using the SRL race or if you want to count down for me. Alright, I'm going to do a countdown in Discord. If I can get some sort of indication from both runners that you are alive and well, I'll give you a quick countdown, and we'll get off for the final of the first round races. And Chocolate, if you could reset your live split, that'd be pretty good. It says you're still in the middle of a tutorial. X, how do I fix? Tech support needed for chocolate cake. Right click anywhere in live split. Reset split.
Alright, I'm good.
So we're just waiting on chocolate cake to reset his timer, and we'll be able to launch the final race. Okay, there we go. Alright, so runners ready? We'll do 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And I will sync the runners once they get started.
Got a custom sprite for Speff here, the teal miner girl.
Alright, so Speff is about half a second ahead, and I will pause him just enough to even it out. Looks good. Finally something goes right. Alright, final race of the first round. Chocolate Cake 5000 versus Speff. We've talked up Speff's tutorial strat, and he uses none of the strategies he developed on 01.
I mean, that's totally fine. He had pretty accurate platforming for that.
Yeah.
Very minor time differences. It's more important to go with the super consistent stuff in race settings.
So Speff does the first bomb on 02 and also does a quick rope at the end to avoid maybe half a second of gravity.
Yeah, I'd say even less, but I really don't know.
Yeah. So he's forced to buy some bombs by Shopkeeper because one of the bombs on 03 failed. Chocolate Cake's been moving along steadily, but he actually had to do something in his window and lost maybe a second of time to type something. But still, both of them had pretty fast tutorials.
Yep.
About a 121 for Speff, 126 for Chocolate Cake, 127. Alright, we're good.
Sub 130.
Yep, that's all that matters. Just getting out alive. So the standard boring one bomb split. Usually. Sometimes we'll get something interesting like a teleporter or a matic, but usually going to be about 45 seconds in the mines. Plus some time to go through the level transitions. But nice little bomb by Chocolate Cake here. And kind of a slow level with the spiders for Speff, but makes it through in just 10 seconds. I thought Chocolate Cake's game froze for a second there, but the scorpion got caught in one of the webs and looked kind of bugged out.
A lot of scorpions. They seem to spawn in packs.
So Speff somehow a full level in front of Chocolate Cake. I guess he had maybe about a 6-second lead going into the first split. So
you're seeing some nice rope usage from Speff here. Saves time looking down on some of these early splits.
Ooh, 1-2 jetpack, and the first real decision by Speff opts to not take the Shopkeeper aggro. Again, can't fault him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he was it would have taken like 6 or so seconds to get that jetpack and the compass if he wanted it. So, really not a bad decision there.
Yeah. Nice
decision by Choco to bomb down in this 1-1 here.
The freeze ray probably would have been the difference for me to take it. Just a really clean, safe fight. I mean, well, Choco
nice spider jump.
Surfs the spider.
Okay, hopefully.
Wake up! Wake up!
Ooh, that was close. Another smart bomb, but he's got 1 HP for these next couple levels here. Meanwhile, Speff got the delivery. Speff's actually on a pretty awesome pace right now. It's like just under 340 into the 10k split.
So very slow and steady for Chocolate Cake here. Speff not really stopping to take any gold. Again, another runner avoids the 1-2 idle. I think that's the right call. I
Yeah,
would take.
hadn't seen the shop yet, and I think there was also a vault there. Could have been nasty.
Yeah, I would take it on almost any 1-3 if I haven't seen any reason to be afraid.
Very skimpy mines levels in terms of just random money laying around.
So Choco finishes up the 1 rope split. He'll start gathering some gold. All right.
Yeah, Choco on not a bad pace himself.
That's what Speff was looking for.
Yeah.
A lot of healthy gold on
4
1-4.
triads.
Plus an idle if he needed it. So he's good. He's taken a couple of damage, so not sure if he'll be able to continue onto the 2 bomb split. And he does take the reset. Yeah,
probably a good
here.
call. Take the reset. I think he was down on bomb too.
Yeah. But Chocolate Cake, about halfway to his gold count, halfway through the mines. Oh, I was about to say nice level for Speff, but the exit was a man trap and
tough. Not time to react there.
Yeah. We're so used to jumping on
Still
things.
ahead.
So used to jumping on things that it takes just a half second longer to figure out I need to not jump on this when you see a man trap or a blue imp in hell or.
Okay, so Choco has made the 10k, grabs a key to trigger an arrow trap.
Yep, starts on the key split. And he does have some extra resources to take on this 2 bomb split. Ugly level to begin with for Speff here. He's gonna use some
Same
of
for
his...
Choco. Choco got a nasty Tiki Village.
Yep, that extra HP is coming in handy.
That's true.
Speff uses a bomb here. Very smart. He's only down to 2 bombs though, unfortunately.
Speff 2 levels ahead right now.
Rushing water is nice to see usually, but sometimes you're going to have to go for a little bit of a swim. This is the nice case scenario.
Yeah, the exit's always, I don't know how many tiles, but it's always higher up than the normal jungle exits.
Alright, so 2 rope split for Speff, and Chocolate Cake again chugging along on the 2 bomb split. 1 more level to go for him, and he has a couple of bombs to use as well. Hired help is no use. But here we go. Chocolate Cake makes a 2 bomb delivery. Very nice. He's gonna have
Chocolate Cake holding his own against Speff here.
We'll really see the roll of luck when we get to the shotgun split, or how the runners are able to deal with that situation. So Chocolate Cake was a little more behind than we thought because he had to go to the lobby and go through the shortcut. Oh, black market for Chocolate Cake, and he does take it. This has been one of the more controversial moves of the event.
A lot of bees down there. I think it was probably a good idea. You're not going to see bees in the black market too.
Jetpack Matic, Carl.
Oh, it's the 2 rope split, and he was right at the delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, they both had a jetpack. But yeah, Speff onto the shotgun split.
Gets a shop right away.
Good pace.
And it's a decent one.
That is. Yeah, those ropes, they'll really carry him through the ice caves.
Yeah. In most speedruns, that would be a really nasty shot, but...
I was going to say, in almost any other situation.
Yeah, I'd say Snowball would be the only time when you really want that many ropes, but ASO with no mobility.
Low mobility score run.
Oh yeah, well, I wouldn't get this far in a score run without a jetpack. It's a Maz seed. Alright, taking his time with the shotgun here on the exit of 2-2. kills the shopkeeper. Nice, gets a visual trigger that the journal entry for shopkeeper has been unlocked.
We have chocolate cake onto the shotgun split now.
It's just a couple seconds apart, but of course, finding that shotgun is really when the split begins, rather than just entering the mines or the jungle.
Unfortunately, I had to use a rope on the monkey that was on his back there. It'll make the triple delivery a little bit less likely.
It's tricky shop to rob. Okay, so another thing is you can just aggro the shopkeeper and not worry about killing this specific one. Looks like he kills himself, but we've seen in races where people will anger the shopkeeper and then steal the shotgun from the next exit keeper.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Chocolate was thinking, but then the shopkeeper killed himself, and so you take the shotgun there.
All in all, a pretty fast level for
Yeah.
getting a shotgun from a hired hand shop. Unfortunately, it wasn't fast enough to avoid the dark level potential.
Right.
You did get a dark level. But this is another interesting tactic, which is honestly a really good idea, in especially a race setting, using the shotgun to light up your path instead of trying to juggle the shotgun and the torch. So
Yep.
the shotgun really does provide a lot of illumination.
So Speff had a nasty exit on 3-2, but he makes it out just in time. And Choco's one level away from the shotgun split. So just a small lead for Speff here. We'll see if he's able to turn those extra ropes into a triple delivery attempt.
He gets a good mothership for
Extra
his
bombs
route.
too.
Yeah, he's in good shape here. Okay, so Choco.
Jetpack.
Yeah, Choco's got a jetpack on the triple delivery.
But no ropes.
Oh, that's true.
So this will be a pretty easy double delivery, but
Yeah.
he'll still have some work to do unless he's able to find a crate. I would probably just zoom through and split them into two splits, but we'll see what he does. He goes crate
The
hunting.
very first crate had ropes in it, so
Couple more bombs, but not that useful.
some tricky shopkeepers. Okay, meanwhile, Speff gets through the mothership. The middle layer of the mothership was a little bit tricky with some UFOs.
Yep, still has 6 ropes to burn, so there shouldn't be any problem at all.
Yeah, Choco
Oh,
is
get
going
the
to
shotgun.
gain some ground here.
Yeah. But triple delivery successful for Speff, even without a
12-15 into
Yeah.
the key on a race is really quite nice. The only thing that went wrong for Speff was a man trap death.
Right.
He's been handling everything really
Right.
well.
I believe that was a 2-1 death, so the right place to get a death if you're gonna die. But alright, so Chocolate Cake cooking some bombs for the mothership entrance. Oh, very nice. Perfect 2 bombs for Chocolate.
Hey, it works.
Yep. Speff finds the key level on 1-2, so that'll relieve some
He
of his...
snaked it.
Mhm.
Okay, he took an arrow, but he must have got the 1-1 damsel there.
Yeah, he might have also
So-
had iframes. from
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. Maybe he only took 1 damage there.
Yeah.
But looks like, yeah, that's a good damsel to grab. Smart move there.
The shotgun is doing real work in this mothership here for Chocolate Cake.
That was a close bomb. Looks like he might have got the aggro.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, the shop where he got the shotgun was the shopkeeper had already ran out of his little home there.
So I might be mistaken, but I think this is the second fastest pace into the key split tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Can't quite remember.
So you mean
But
both of
yeah,
the
he's-
2 of them?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Speff was the fastest and Choco's was the second fastest, so he would be in the lead against everyone else right now, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not positive. Meow might have had a really good one. I can't quite remember. But yeah, he kind of got a tough opponent here.
Yep, he didn't get the dream opponent of Criticus. Anyhow, so no key yet.
I would have been nervous to get Curticus.
It's true. So Speff a little bit ahead, couple levels, plus he has the key. His resources are not good at all. And he doesn't have anything fun like a compass. Chocolate really taking a long time on 1-2. No evidence of a key, and so he'll exit with a couple of extra resources, but a lot of time lost there.
Speff is moving quite fast on this split here.
Sure.
So I think the nice crate there for Speff.
Yeah, that's what he
I
wanted.
think the main thing that Choco needs to happen is a key death for Speff.
Yeah.
Choco took 3 damage there, I think.
So we're looking for a vampire. He's got one plus paste, so it would be a fast vampire kill if he wants.
Yeah, he's trying not to aggro it. There we go. Oh yeah, he could even throw it onto spikes. Hopefully it doesn't do something
There we
funky.
go.
Yeah, he's in really good shape for this
Yeah.
split here.
Real nice lead for Speff. Rushing water stage again can save you a full level of terrain generation, or there you go.
Okay, he's into the ice caves, and with this cape, he'll have very low risk of fall damage, dropping the key into the abyss, skipping the jetpack, which is honestly a good call here. The cape,
Yeah.
it would have taken a lot of time to get that jetpack and his resources.
I would have made the temple a little more doable. You can always go above
Yeah, he's going
Olmec.
to. It's a tricky situation. Okay, he handled that really well.
Gets the compass, which will help. His bomb count
Really
isn't
well
great, but not having aggro, compass, plus the cape is a really nice advantage for him.
Yeah, so the Yeti King, if you're just bouncing on his head, you're going to be safe. The Yeti King can't send shockwaves right above him, and he also can't take out the ice terrain above him, so
He can be on, I think he can be on half tiles away, and that can cause problems, but
the key is like hidden there. I think it's on the tree.
yeah, he sees it. And Speff completes the key delivery. So Chocolate Cake, what, a full 5 levels? 6 levels behind. Not enough resources for Speff to do a safe Olmec fight. He also got a
No, but he's got a ton of ropes, so he'll be able to deal with some tricky spawns.
could also go above Olmec to pick up some items. Really hard to know the best way to make use of this lead for Speff.
It was tough to not use a bomb there. Lots of good spots for bombs here, but he wants to hold on to that bomb in case
Sure.
he gets something impassable.
So yeah, this ends up being a better
That
bomb
would have
toss than the
taken a
ones we
lot of
talked
time.
about.
To go around there could have been bad.
Dark level for Chocolate Cake at the end of the jungle.
Yeah, Choco's been getting some nasty dark levels.
Thwomp below. Alright, and we'll get the first Olmec attempt for Speff. No bombs.
Yeah, I believe.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's quite sub 19 pace, but it's like 19 flat.
So, with this lead, he's got to get items above Olmec, right?
I guess there's really no reason not to, but yeah, I didn't think he was going to.
Yeah, I had a hunch. Too much pride.
Well, you know what? He could have got like nothing above Olmec,
That's
and then he
true.
could have died on the fight. And if he was going to die anyway, he would have lost more time this way.
No spawns at all? Okay.
All right,
No meaningful spawns for Speff, and he'll be
very well
advancing.
done.
We'll watch Chocolate Cake just a little longer while we set up the next set of races. But congrats to Speff for advancing to the next round.
Yeah, the strongest run of the day there at 1904. I think the next best time we have was about 22 minutes, and Choco's on pace for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the luck of the draw.
Wow, a falling Matic for Cake there. Scary.
So we're in deep in negotiations for who should play who in the next round. We moved around a couple of the races because some of the runners didn't show up at the time of their race, so a little bit of a decision. It might end up being Meow versus Groomp.
Okay, Choco gets the key delivered there.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the race or the brackets, but then we will switch over. Hopefully Chocolate Cake can finish on his first try and show people is just unfair draw that kept him out of the next rounds.
Well, you could say the same for TTF. He had a good finish too.
Good point. This bracket's getting messier and messier.
We're basically right on schedule though.
Yeah, absolutely. Not too worried about that element. I'm gonna be embarrassed to show you what the bracket looks like now. Professional casting.
Oh, nice. Speff's rocking the pink bunny.
Bunnies are pretty popular. I can't remember who posted it on Reddit, but
I can't remember either, but there's been a
the
few
community.
different sprite recolorings. I'll probably try to get a red one at some point. A lot of nasty spawns for Cake on that Olmec.
So it doesn't quite make it, and we're gonna actually go ahead and get the next race started. So, quick look at the bracket, which has been updated.
What do we got?
Looks good. So we decided on the Discord that we're going to be moving around the runners rather than the actual seeding. So we're going to have Meowmix versus Groomp in the next round, and then Curticus versus Speff after that's complete. So I will switch it over to this race here.
Really interesting. I think the favorite of each round won, but not by a huge amount. I think the biggest difference was the race with Jake and this race here, but yeah, anyone could have won any of those races. So these next few races, I think there's 3 left. They will be really interesting with a lot of really strong runners.
Just pulling up the Meowmix stream, and Group. We're still watching Chocolate Cake. And I don't know why that Bird of Prey hasn't updated, but goodbye, Chocolate. So Meow Mix stream should be coming up. Alright, great. And Groups should be coming up as well under what currently says Bird o' Prey. I'll fix that. Not sure why that's happening. So Kenny, I think were you gonna stick around or pass along the commentary torch to someone else, like potentially Chocolate Cake?
I'm fine with sticking around. If
He might need a break. He might still be fighting Olmec too. By the way, I don't know how to get rid of this Bird o' Prey message.
I guess you could
I'll do.
It's a screen capture, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could put like a text document there.
I kind of like it though.
Could get confusing.
So Bird o' Prey, I believe, is a runner who's only done a couple of dailies, but he linked his account, so.
Bird o' Prey was he was in the Celeste race, I think.
Oh. Alright. I'm looking at it on Moss ranking and it seems to be correct on there.
Sat saying refresh the source. Hey Meow.
I'm gonna be commentating this race.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's impressive.
That would be difficult.
But good luck to Group. Thanks for commentating, guys. You guys are doing really good.
Thanks.
No problem.
Alright. I will do a makeshift refresh source. I'm doing that. Man. Alright, we got it. Group is in the house. Alright, so if both runners can indicate that they're ready by wiggling your mouse a little bit, then I'll give you a quick countdown and we'll get started. Whew. Something always goes wrong, but I think we got it. Just waiting for some sort of visual cue from the runners. Okay, we got it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. I probably should have said go and not just 0. Alright, so they'll be starting momentarily and I'll sync them up. This is my favorite part of hosting online races, is the Twitch delay. Alright, so something has clearly gone wrong. Meow, if you want to stop and go back to the menu. Group apparently missed the countdown. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
We've got like a 25-second delay. No, they're definitely just not going at the same time. It isn't just Twitch delay. So, let's get to the lobby. It's the official call. They're still going. Alright, good. They've gotten the word. We're getting back to the lobby. Grimp was apparently away from his keyboard or something. Or he just has 25 seconds of lag.
Yeah, it could just be lag.
I'll pull up his stream again just in case that mitigates some of it. Alright,
that probably will help.
Yeah, the strange thing is he wiggled his keyboard right when, or his mouse right when I said it. So yeah, if we can get to the character select screen, I'll give you guys another countdown. And if it happens again, just keep running. But yeah, there was some pretty serious Twitch delay that made it kind of strange. But I'll give another quick countdown. And again, just keep racing. This will be the countdown for sure. Group just... Alright, he's good. Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, banking on no 25-second delay this time. Let's do this. We can do it. Again, this is the worst. Group showing signs of life.
It's okay, we can adjust the
yeah, we can
delay
adjust. It just really, when it got to 20 seconds, it really seemed like it wasn't happening for the runners. Okay, group is only about 15-second delay this time. So that's pretty manageable. I'm going to pause Meow's stream, so he'll be just a little bit ahead of us in real time. But they'll be synced as far as the race goes. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, we got our race. Sorry for the technical confusion there.
It happens on all races.
Yeah.
But yeah, this should be a pretty intense match. Both of these guys have really strong PBs.
Just a little bit of a pause there, so you'll see a hiccup on the stream. Group with some interesting strats, getting some extra bombs on 0-2. Took a little bit of fall damage there. Yeah, pretty standard, pretty normal. Meow finishes a little bit faster, which was probably expected, but both runners maybe a second or two apart, just from that fall damage that Groom took. All right. Very cool. So we'll see how the runners use their resources at the first couple of splits. We'll see what sorts of layouts they get. Man, we've had some pretty good races. All of the seeds were randomly generated, but regardless of PB or ranking on Moss ranking, we've had some pretty good results. Hoping that carries through into the second round. These are all runners who have gotten a real race situation warm-up, so all the nerves are gone.
Yep. Smart bomb.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Each one of those saves maybe about 5 seconds, so that it's definitely real. Or at least if you have to do a full 3 sub-screen, what do you call it? Sub-room, then yeah, it could be 5-10 seconds in some cases.
Yeah, any time save at all is worth it on these early splits.
So not a great layout on 1-4 for Group. Meow explores the jungle just briefly, resets, and both are now going to be on the 1 rope split. I've had a couple times during a race where I just kept going after the 1 bomb split, forgetting I was even doing ASO.
It happens.
Yeah. We had Kirby, I think he's in chat, but he was doing an all achievements run, which starts out pretty comparably to ASO, and he got a plasma cannon on one too. So the ultimate score run item, and because he didn't have the robot locked, he had to basically reset and not get to use the plasma cannon. But I think I probably still would have used it for a little bit of fun.
I think he tried to. It was on the co-op part, right? I think he was playing.
Oh, was it on the co-op? Okay, it could have been a
so.
Co-op score world record.
Yeah, he died pretty early, which pretty much everyone does with the cannon, but he went for it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I saw the clip on the Discord. Anyhow, both runners successfully deliver 1 rope. They're both moving on to the 10K gold split, and a very close race so far. Nice little,
yeah, they both delivered the 1 rope just under 4 minutes, which is a good pace.
back when we had the big ASO tournament about a year ago, I was thinking that for the tutorial and most of the early splits, a minute and 30 seconds was a really good par or average time to try to go after. So that would equate to a 4:30 one rope split. So the fact that they're 30 seconds faster, sub 4, that's a really good time, really competitive time to PB on.
Yep. So we saw another really clever bomb use from Meow. He needed to use a bomb to get through some terrain, and he moved the bomb over some gold because he's on the 10k split, which was pretty smart.
Very nice. Oh, we get aggro for Grump, so he's just going to try to make it out alive at this point. That's an almost certain reset after the split. I think I heard chocolate cake for a second there.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
So how did Olmec go? We just went away from your stream after your race with Speff. After he finished up.
He totally didn't kill me with 50 spawns.
It's unfortunate. But yeah, we were observing. I'm not sure if you heard the commentary live, but you had the second fastest split into the key split?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So really impressive racing from you. You went up against the guy who had the fastest split going into the key split. So unlucky. Anyhow, we've got Grump in the black market. Opts not to steal any of the items and just makes it through. Again, just a very safe, reliable level. You know what the layout's gonna look like.
Now there.
Cool. So some annoying bees for Meow, but it gives him some extra HP, which isn't worth it, but it's nice to be partially compensated.
Stu.
Okay, so we have Meow doing the 2-bomb delivery.
Very good. So Meow just maybe a second or two behind. Oh wait, yeah, just about a second or two behind Grump. But he also has to go back into the lobby to enter that shortcut.
They're both on good paces, though.
Yeah, this is very
Grump
fast.
might be able to get a sub 8 into the shotgun split. It's going to be close. Probably just over 8.
Are you speculating positive things are happening to these runners?
Well, they're both on good paces, so far. I mean, anything can happen.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. So Grump into 2-4, Meow into 2-3. Almost neck and neck.
Kind of nasty 2-4 for Grump. It's a smart bomb there.
Meow's got a friend that he's unlocked. That's the rushing water care, right? Unless he's got them remapped. It's a very strange one to just randomly have open for itself, but
Yeah.
he's got
Okay,
boomerang.
Grump into the shotgun, about a level ahead of Meow. And yeah, that's the rushing water character. Wow. Pretty crazy sub room there from Meow.
Some
Couple
Kaizo
sub
Mario.
Yeah. Okay, so Grump got a black market. Looks like a pretty crummy black market so far,
Yeah.
yeah. I just saw 3 awful shops.
Oh,
no.
takes a death there. Meanwhile, Meow, also on the shotgun split, finds a very nice set of items. That cape plus the spring shoes can save him a lot of time. Of course, he's going to need some ropes probably, but
Okay, Grump got a hold of a cape and a shotgun from a dead RSS level, so he's in good shape all of a sudden too.
yeah,
And
that
he
death
doesn't have
seem
aggro.
so bad.
He also got some extra ropes. Meow does. Oh,
This time that.
Yeah. Well, he just really went for it, and
well, the
Oh.
races are still close, and then, yeah, he got a restless, so we got the free shotgun there.
so they're getting good seeds.
No vampire for Meow, unfortunately.
And remember, it's still fast from how quickly they even got into this. Groom's gonna get probably an extra couple of HP. Smartly changes sides so he doesn't accidentally run into a tiki trap, but now he can afford getting tiki'd.
Tough robbery from Meow there with the hired hand. So we have Groomp with I was going to say significant lead, but
I think so,
Meow
yeah.
just needs a nice shop.
Yeah, Grimp is doing what he can to hold on to these extra bombs because he knows he still has enough items to make a triple delivery possible. This is going to cost him one of these ropes, but still, 6 ropes, 2 to get into the mothership probably, plus 3 to deliver. It means he only has 1 extra rope to play along with.
Yeah, most important thing, he got the shotgun delivered, so.
Yeah. And again, still no aggro. Oh god! So he throws down a landmine right into a springboard trap, and he is dead.
Congratulations. He
So-
played his
Meow's still looking for a shotgun, finds an ash grave, so he'll have Diagro.
It's also a shop, but it's a pretty useless shop. The gloves would have been
The gloves
nice.
would have been
but
nice.
tricky.
Maybe not worth it.
You would have
no
had to
extra
deal with
items.
aggro, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Most
again,
important thing right now is to try not to die.
sure.
Here
You
too.
want to get that shotgun delivered.
We're not seeing a lot of obvious mistakes by any runners today, just unfortunate things happening and ruining runs, or sometimes they go for the riskier thing and it doesn't work out, or the sorry, keep seeing some insane things on stream. So Meow takes damage from a spider exiting, also takes a tiki trap, but because he has iframes from the spider, he's still alive. But that would have been very, very costly. He's going to continue
It's all
on.
about
Yeah. He's going to continue on with very low resources. In fact, only 3 bombs and 1 rope, because he really wants to get this 3-bomb delivery without having to go to the lobby.
Pretty close race. Groom's gonna have to go to the lobby for the 3 rope delivery.
So remember, Groomp is the guy who pulled off the double delivery. He decides not to do it in this case. This is definitely the right call. It's always the right call, but this time in particular, it's the right call. So 3-4 for Meow on the 3-bomb split. Little unsure about where to go.
Kind of tricky level.
Yeah. And makes the delivery, so he'll go back to the lobby and go for the 3 rope split. In theory, he could choose to do the double delivery, but I don't see that happening. A little bit of a mix-up on the menuing there by Meow, so he'll have to die a second time.
So Groomp about 3 levels ahead.
Three, 4 for
the only
Drew.
rope split where the only rope split where like you actually have to worry about it because there's a lot of weird ice shenanigans, especially with psychic presence and stuff.
So
Okay,
just
so on to the key for Groomp.
Yep, and Meow is just 2 levels behind. He still has full resources, needs to deliver 3 ropes. And this level looks pretty decent. Alright, so actually we both
Scary.
read both read the level the same way. I got the side of the level wrong for the exit.
Yeah, me too, actually.
But he makes it out safely. Very nice. What's going on in chat?
Already on the key split there. I think both runners are.
One, two for Grump on the key splits. No signs of it.
Nice, easy damsel from Meow. It sometimes really helps on this split. Wow, Meow got
Whoa!
a jetpack. The key is also on this level, so
So it's
okay,
gonna
he
take
does
him
realize it.
gonna take him a couple bombs to get to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It could be in the lower left. I guess it could be in the upper right.
Ah, unfortunate. So it's gonna take. Okay, no, never mind.
Oh,
I thought
good.
he had mapped this out already. Ouch.
So he's a little bit behind, but he even got a compass in there. He's going to be blazing through this whole split. It's going to, well, Group also has a compass. I think Group. Oh, there's the key. Okay.
Oof. I was a little worried there because I hadn't seen the chest either.
Yeah, Meow has a much riskier setup with the aggro, but he's already almost caught up to Groom.
Yeah, finding that key early is always really nice to see as a runner.
Ix, is this better? This is push to talk.
Yep, sounds great. Thanks.
Okay, Groom is out of
Bombs,
bombs.
yeah.
He has, I think, 2 jungle levels left.
Sure.
3 jungle levels. This is that awful exit we were talking
Yeah,
about
he's gonna get
before.
capped here. Oh.
Wow.
God. Nice.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
He was actually spending time to whip and kill the man trap, but that man trap actually saved him, or at least made the exit much easier.
Pretty scary situation.
Yeah.
So we have Groom. He's about a level ahead. Some pretty. This is another tricky exit for Meow. He gets through it.
Yeah.
Groom is maintaining this level and a half lead though.
Yeah. So
He's not having to pause at these exits.
every time you tap your jetpack, you're going up instead of down, and that, in theory, actually adds time. Is the 80% world record still jetpackless?
Yeah, it didn't have a jetpack.
Yeah, so jetpack isn't the optimal speed item. It's just, it makes things very, a lot safer and more forgiving.
Groom is just really blazing. He has to realize.
He is going down.
Yeah, he's just
Straight
using
down.
his ropes, which is necessary here. Tough exit. Wow. So many tough exits on Meow Split here.
Yeah.
Another really close race.
Grump is also saving some time. He doesn't have to worry about shopkeepers
Yeah.
guarding the exits.
He's saved a couple seconds on almost every exit.
Oh, God.
Wow.
So Meow was jumping right as the shopkeeper jumped, and that gave him a couple. That gave him the
Wow, this is close.
height
I don't know.
advantage.
Are we going to see Groomp? Wow, he's blazing through these.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
He knows it's close. Oh, that scorpion! I couldn't even
Iframes.
see it.
Okay,
Scorpio pulls.
Okay.
so
we
Meow
now
is into
have
the temple
Meow
now.
with a slight lead.
They're on the same level.
Very slight lead. Meow not resetting. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Tough exit for him.
a lot of
He's
tough
gonna need
stuff
to use
going on
some
here.
bombs, or take a lot of time. Okay, he's down.
That was, yeah.
Whew.
Okay, Groomp now has the lead. Groomp's down 2 ropes. He had a nasty 6-tile lava pit situation. An ambiguous start to that 4-2. manages to see the arrow trap in time. He's going to have to probably wait out this mummy.
He's just pushing buttons. This is great. Oh, God.
Whoa, that was close. Okay, he's got 1 level left.
Who can push buttons harder?
Has a 1 level lead.
Meow almost
Meow
got telefrag there.
Meow's more equipped for Olmec.
Yeah.
Just a little bit though.
So,
Okay, Groom's onto Olmec.
full level advantage for Groomp. He's got 1 fewer bomb. He will almost certainly be doing the first bomb toss here.
A nice fast level for Meow.
Yeah.
Assumedly, since it's a Cali pit.
I like that extra ledge he has to escape Olmec from.
Okay.
First bomb toss doesn't work. Getting a ton of spawns.
Look at these spawns. Look at all those bats.
Meanwhile, Meow makes it to Olmec. Still has full resources, I believe.
Okay, there's a snail that's preventing him from going over to the left. That spider might do something.
Spider.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man. So
He had to
Groomp-
back with like 3 things at the end.
Groomp makes
What a
it
tight
out.
race.
Meow's gonna go for the double bomb strap, but no way, yeah. Those spawns made it impossible.
Yeah,
Whew.
had some tough spawns there.
Oh, what a race.
Yeah.
A lot of really nice plays by both runners, but the key split where Groomp never slowed down was just really impressive to watch.
Oh, yeah. Groomp, I think he realized that Meow had a jetpack.
Yeah, he
He
just
had to
went for
just-
it.
Yeah. Using ropes just to save a couple seconds in the ice caves. In the end, it ended up not mattering just because Meow had a death on Olmec, but it easily could have.
Hmm.
So what's the difference between magma and lava?
So,
I don't know.
think magma is still in the earth, and lava
I
is
think
when
that's
it.
right. Alright, we'll see
Big
Meow
lava
take another
bees.
stab at Olmec here.
I think he's on 1 HP, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
50k IQ.
Meow just said GG, which I think means something went wrong.
Well, maybe he
Oh, remember,
survived.
he's like 25 seconds delayed or ahead.
Yeah, so he might have finished.
He might have finished.
He's got some ropes he can use for defense, but there's just
Hmm.
yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Alright, so waiting for Speff and... Okay, Meow shuts down the stream. And I'll show the bracket once more. We're waiting to hear from Curticus, but I believe Speff has the stream up already.
Ix, how do you make the graphics so good?
Like this. It's
It's a
better.
gift.
Making it better. Again, just looking for Kurt to show signs of life. I'm gonna set up Kurt while we're waiting. Or Speff while we're waiting. Hopefully the names of these runners will be right this time, but no guarantees. Alright, studio mode.
Studio mode.
Speff. Generate. Curtis. Curtis W. Okay, Kurt has the stream up as well, so I'll switch over to the race window. Cool, and Kurt looks like he's here. Once again, if both runners can just indicate you're ready, wiggling your mouse, we can start just a couple minutes early here. I believe you guys need a Discord countdown, so I will do that in here. Okay, I see Speff is ready. Just waiting on Kurt to say something in Discord. Man, these races have been way better than... Okay, very good. We got something from Kurt. Give me a quick countdown. Count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Blast off.
Alright. Hopefully there's no 25-second delay. So Kurt gets off a couple seconds before Spaff. Alright, just about 10 seconds, no big deal. I will sync the two streams.
Dude, I like both runners so much. I don't know who to root for.
Yeah, these are really, really high quality runners. Hard to know who's the favorite, who to cheer for. Alright, that's about right. Alright, now I can focus. Any cool tutorial strats for either runner? Or looks like they're
Pretty
both
standard
just-
so far, no mistakes.
both of them get the early first bomb on 0-2. Wow, very close. I think these are synced mostly right, but we're definitely looking at less than a second difference between the two runners. Damn. Just a small mistake on the bomb toss by Speff. It's going to cost him about 6 seconds. Not a big deal. Meanwhile, Kurt gets out with a 1:18. So just
Nice, I think that was our best tutorial of the day.
Yeah. Looked like it was pretty close to his PB. I wasn't sure exactly when the door was gonna explode, but very good time by Speff as well, and we'll start off on the one bomb split. Kind of a nasty troll start by Speff, but he counters that with a really nice bomb shortcut.
Yeah, still a 10-second level. Kurt's getting a couple fast levels here.
Wow. So Kurt using a character sprite model that I'm not used to seeing for him. I don't know, how do you feel about Blue Hat Man on Kurt?
I feel like I can kind of pick out Kurt's movement independent of the character, but it might just be wishful thinking. He does a nice mixture of he doesn't always hold run, so you can tell a lot of precise movements he does where he lets go of the run button.
How would you characterize Speff's
Speff,
run style?
he runs more than Kurt, but he doesn't run all the time. Some people run all the time, but there's good arguments for one or the other. Like DT does a lot of walking and running.
I forgot that you could walk in this game.
How would you characterize Choco's platforming?
His platform has gotten really good over the last year.
That's just saying he's good. What characteristics stand out to you?
He, as he just said, he doesn't really walk.
Nice.
I don't walk though, but there's probably some times when I should be. Krill and SG also don't walk. SG did a little bit. Kind of going off on a tangent there. But yeah.
How'd you
What's
describe
up?
my style? Usually holding
What's
a rock.
the word? Yeah, I had a good word for it, but I can't remember what the word was. Thought out.
Nice. I was worried I was gonna get flamed, but
No.
it's just saying I'm an old man. Only do challenge runs. Anyways, both runners are on the 10k gold split. Speff has picked up a ton of early gold in 1-1, so only 2 more single gold bricks will get him to that 10k. Meanwhile, the 10k split was a little difficult for Criticus in his race last time for totally inexplicable reasons. But he's at 10k now, so very hard for things to go wrong. I don't think there are any monkeys that can take your gold in the mine, so he could accidentally buy some items, possibly.
They're both on a good pace here.
Yeah.
Kurt has a slight lead, but pretty much exactly a level ahead.
Alright, so Kurt resetting in 1-4. Just not enough items to continue. It looks like Speff is going to have to do the same thing. He's down to 2 bombs, so almost automatic to reset here. Oof. Yep, we got a reset by Speff. So full level plus the time it takes to transition to the jungle shortcut for Kurt. He's taken a little bit of damage, used some resources, so that'll make the end just a little more difficult. He's going to use his last free bomb to break through to the exit here on 2-2. So
It's a big shortcut. It's a risk, but I think it was probably the right call.
saves quite a bit of time. Ooh, he got the Reddit
Sent him
troll.
in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see it. And luckily he does not use a bomb here. So he'll be able to
He's
continue.
on 1 HP for these last 2 levels, which could be tricky.
Yeah.
Probably good at this point to be a little safe.
Yeah.
There's a nice gap down there.
Yeah.
It'll get him past some of the enemies.
Trades 1 rope for 1 HP. Assuming he can make it out.
Okay, he's in good shape now to get through
Meanwhile,
the next split.
Speff
caught up,
is caught up
probably?
totally. Yeah.
Due to some troll levels there for Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
A couple in a row. He can't use a bomb there. Good thing he doesn't.
God, he looked down to drop a bomb through that hole, but very glad he didn't. So
Okay,
Speff
so
finishes.
Speff's good 5 or 6 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Has Kurt? Yeah, they've both used the shortcut already, so they can just reset. I think. Yeah. Nice rushing water stage for Kurt.
They're still both on good paces. This might be
Good exit there.
Mm-hmm.
pretty close to sub. Yeah, Speff will probably get. It would be the first sub 8 into shotgun split, I think.
Oof.
Today.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
black
that's a good market for it. That's
So,
a nice time save.
No reason to rob the shopkeepers. In theory, you could see a teleporter on that first level and use it to speed up, but I think
Yeah, I mean, if you're going for a PB, that's not an awful decision
Mhm.
because it's not a race. But yeah, it looks like he got kind of a tricky market. You can do a black market in under 8 seconds if you're allowed to,
just fall.
and
Yeah.
grab ladders and ledges. But he had a lot of things he had to go through. I think he still managed to get under 8. It was right around 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shotgun split here.
Shotgun
Nice
for
dead
both.
RS list. I think that was the Ash
That was
Tomb.
it, yeah. Will he take the castle entrance? No, he does not. Probably good to save
Yeah.
those mine or those bombs.
Yeah, for sure.
He actually slows down at the exit to make sure it's clear, but there's no man traps in Dead as Restless level. He's just still a little scarred from that first race.
He's making some good time on this split. It's pretty rare to get under like 50 seconds
Right. So
on the in-game timer, and he could get that here.
So Speff had a black market on 2-2, and he was exiting right as it came on screen, so it's not clear if he even made a decision about it, but
Oh, that was a tough situation. He's gonna have to use a rope, yeah.
Yep.
So he'll probably do a reset. Well, I guess he
almost
might-
certainly.
He could attempt a 3 bomb, but
I don't think there's a huge point for it, but But who knows? Who knows? They're both so close that any time save is probably in the car or under consideration by both.
So Kurt pulls ahead for the first time since I think they started the jungle splits,
Yeah.
but it's still quite close.
Yeah.
And they're both on a good pace. Speff just has to not die on his way to the exit here. I don't know if that crate's worth getting. Okay, so he's probably not gonna go for any kind of double.
Yeah, that he would have gone for that crate if he was considering going for a double delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Kenny, what do you
Okay,
think
he is
about
going for it.
DAP's platforming?
You brought this on
It's
yourself,
good.
Kitty. It's good.
He
yeah.
doesn't walk that much. When you see someone walking but also getting good times, you know that they're doing it for a well thought out reason.
Mhm.
So it looks like Kurt did, or Speff did decide to go for this double delivery. It'll save him, what, like 5-6 seconds, because he won't have to do one of the resets.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really
He
surprised.
got a
by that.
damsel. I was kind of surprised too, since he skipped that crate, but
Yeah.
it looks like it'll work out. This is a pretty rude setup, though, but he handles it. I don't know if he goes for the damsel. That was probably
Yeah,
good.
He
He's got
trades
2
maybe
doubles
a
left.
second for the damsel, which is pretty good. Pretty good trade, I'd say.
Okay, so Kurt is
Mhm.
about a level and a half ahead right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see if Kurt goes to the shortcut or if he opts for the mothership.
He has to
Risk
do
it
it.
for the biscuit.
Oh my goodness.
He's going for it.
Oh my goodness. Why?
It's intense. He's going for it. Oh,
Oh man.
the second arrow trap in particular was really troll there, but that didn't cost him much time. It was a
Yeah.
1-1 death.
What's gonna cost him time is dying on the key split and not having the ropes delivered. So we'll Speff match him. Okay, nice. Speff will
Speff's going for the...
play it safe. You know, if you're the first person to get there and you can induce your opponent to go for the 3 rope plus key split, and then you switch back, that could be a play.
I think there are times when it's worth it. I haven't figured out actually like the time differences though.
It's so small.
I know sometimes when you're going for a PB it can make sense to try,
Yeah.
because you kind of at a certain point you just YOLO for a jetpack anyway, so
Yep, that's right.
you'll be able to do a fast mothership. But in a race you can't really YOLO for a jetpack. We'll see how it works out for Kurt though. He's got a little bit of money, so he could buy a rope pile somewhere if he sees it. I don't know.
Found the
What
key.
a weird. Look at that. 4 TNT subrooms. I know they spawn in packs, but taking up a cool quarter of the map like that is pretty rare.
Dumb.
TNT suburbs, collect them all.
Yep.
So meanwhile, Speff has finished the 3 rope split, so just a couple levels behind Criticus, but he'll also not have to go through the mothership. So
Yeah, I would say it's pretty even right now.
yeah,
Kurt's still probably a little ahead.
oh god, the black market for Kurt. He saw it right as he was exiting. I think that's a must. You have to go through that if you're doing a double delivery like this. Just that's where you find your jetpack. That's where you find your extra ropes, your compass, anything.
It's all about ropes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he's got the ropes. He also has bombs to get into the mothership.
Okay, we get a jetpack
Okay.
for Speff
Wow,
here.
that's gonna
So-
make it tough for Kurt.
Yeah. He's got the key in
The key
sight.
too. Same setup as Meow got. Got the compass too. Smart use of the Matic to avoid having to go around. So it's looking really good for Speff right now. If everything goes smoothly for Kurt though, he'll still stay ahead, but it's going to be tough.
Yep, as we saw with Groomp, jetpack only adds time if you're willing to be a maniac and take falls.
Wow.
Damn.
That was a tough setup.
Yikes.
Off-screen error, chat. Had to
Into
get
the web.
2 different off-screen things to happen for
Yeah.
that to transpire. So now,
That was some spelunky.
yeah, little Splunky right there.
Extra
Kurt
ropes
got a
for
whole
Kurt.
little pile. He's also got spring boots. I missed how he got them. Maybe a frog, maybe a crate, but he's in a good position. Much better position than when he started the split.
Yeah, much better position than when he opted to go for the triple delivery, or the double delivery. So, one more level before he goes into the mothership. Nice little drop there. He uses the side of the shopkeeper, or side of the shop to set himself up for an easy grab.
Yeah, I'd say it's looking pretty good for Kurt if he can manage to get this key delivered.
He's got a couple extra ropes to get into the mothership, which is nice. Yeah, I
It is
would
a tough
I would
situation.
go from below
Yeah,
for sure.
he's got the ropes for that. I think it's gonna be, should just be 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll have 1 rope to spare. You can actually use it. Oh, the spring shoes. I couldn't figure out why he was an extra tile above, but
Yeah, that was nice. So he just has to not get trolled here, basically.
not get trolled in the mothership.
Yeah, I was gonna say it can be asking for a lot. He's got some HP. He's got.
Yeah. No, it's the
It's looking
sudden.
pretty good. He doesn't have aggro, right?
He
Yeah,
does
so
not. He does not.
that's kind of confusing layout, but
One more sub
should be good. Smart bomb there, or smart rope there.
Okay.
All right, now he just has to make it through this. Meanwhile, Speff making some pretty good time. He's got paste and bombs. A couple troll Olmec fights. Was that Kurt?
Yeah. So Kurt jumped into 2 Yetis and
Wow, I
stopped
missed it.
on the right pixel to not trigger the second Yeti. So very small
Wowzers.
window there.
Okay,
Nice.
so basically comes down to how many attempts it'll take Kurt to get an Olmec win. I think he has enough time for 3 attempts, maybe 2.
2 sounds good to me. He'll have the bombs to do a safe fight, but he doesn't believe in the safe Olmec fights, so
Nice use of a bomb there instead of his last rope. Yeah, actually, he's only got 1 rope for Olmec.
those springers are really nice, though. That's been the MVP item for Kurt, I think. In this.
Yeah, they help.
in this
They
seed.
help a lot.
Saving a lot of resources that way. Nice. Get the crate, get the crate. Alright, so 6 bombs, 1 rope. Meanwhile, Speff has potentially a jetpack for himself.
If he's going for it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. He has to use an extra couple of bombs to get through here.
Okay, Kurt is going for the safe fight.
What? That's not very Kurt-like.
Well, it's definitely the play here.
It's
He just
definitely
has
the
to.
play. Yeah.
He's not leaving it up to RNG, which is smart here.
So all that can go wrong is if Olmec falls neatly into the hole. It's not going to happen. We're going to get a very fast sub 20 time for Curticus here.
Oh wow, even sub 19.
Yeah.
Really
That'd be a
tough run to run against. Because Speff's on a decent pace himself.
Alright, so that sets up our finals. Just going to get that set up here. So we'll continue to watch Speff, at least on this life.
Yeah, that's the fastest today by just under 10 seconds. Because Speff himself had a super nice 1904.
So Speff
Really
with,
nice views here, Kappa.
Speff with no bombs left. Annoying arrow trap there.
A lot of annoying things about this temple.
Yeah. That jetpack really put the pressure on Kurt to do the safe strats on Olmec. Oh, this is a nice level though. Straight down, prayers to Kali.
Yeah,
Takes
the
a
dream
resource,
for through.
but yeah. So, still potentially sub 21? No, probably not. Just above 21 if he gets it. Gets a really nice fight here. Chunk. No spawns, let's go. Alright, so another very good time for Speff.
Yeah, I think that's the third fastest of the day.
So he brought a pot just in case there's an alien pot? Alien to jump out of the pot? Maybe?
Could happen.
Yeah.
I bet it's a scorpion.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Great.
It was nothing.
And no alien, unfortunately. Well, Speff, thank you for putting together a couple of really nice races. Fortunately, one side has to win always. And we're moving on to our finals. It's going to be Groomp versus Kurt. And I will try to get their two streams up. Alright, I got Groomps. Let's see if Kurt's put his stream up. He immediately closed the stream after finishing. Even though he is running once more. Curtis W.
When I was racing, I had it set up so that I was in Discord, and the whole time Groom's profile picture was just staring at me.
Alright, Kurt has relaunched his stream. Very nice. So I can pull him back in. Show you guys what I'm looking at here. Wow. That was loud.
This should be a good finale.
Yeah. Alright, so whenever the runners are ready, we can go ahead and get started. If both runners would go to the choose adventure screen, Groom's there already, and just wiggle your mics, or your mice. Groomp is saying ready in Discord. Kurt is ready in Discord, so we'll do a quick countdown. Oh, Kurt is saying wait. Kurt is not ready. Let's see. Kurt is adjusting his settings. Alright, this is some exciting gameplay.
Discord is so bad on laptop now because you can't use arrow keys.
Is that right?
Yeah, you
Alright.
can't.
Kurt is ready. Groomp is no longer ready. We're way ahead of schedule, so
Yeah,
no harm
we're 10
done.
minutes ahead of schedule here.
I go grab some water then.
Groomp is also changing the settings, not to be outdone by Kurt. And
Setting strats. Oh, you know what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's getting the Easter egg.
So this one of Kenny's incentives at GDQ, AGDQ 2018. Kurt is now going to the options menu. What
Wow.
could be going on here? Okay,
Kurt
now
went
it's-
into the daily.
Quick daily before we get started. Alright, we are ready to go from both runners. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Touchdown.
All right.
I forgot to type it in Discord, hoping it's gonna work out. Please.
Okay, there goes Kurt. We just need Groomp on there.
Alright,
Okay,
nice.
good. Just 6-second pause for Kurt and
Sounds good.
good. Nice.
Nice, we're good.
And they're neck and neck.
Alright, that should be the last possible tech issue of the afternoon.
Stream cuts out.
Oh yeah, why would I even say that? Finally, we get the consistent, cool group spef drop. Both runners go for the early bomb on 0-2. Way riskier, but it saves about a second. Both runners use the rope strat in 0-2 as well. They're leaving nothing on the table here. This is the time to do all the strats. And no problems with the tutorial for either runner. That's nice. Two of the faster tutorials we've seen today. Criticus has left his Steam social whatever on.
Link roller appearance.
Yeah. So if Groomp falls too far behind, anyone who's on Kurt's friends list should start spamming him and adding him into groups, adding him as a friend.
Yikes.
But only if it's necessary. By the way, Kurt may have gotten a gold split on that tutorial. It was within 0.1 of his recorded PB, at least in his save splits.
Yeah, he's got a better one before.
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, teleporter for Kurt.
He took it.
Again, final race.
And
No
Groomp
best of
with,
3 today. This is best of 1.
The serious rope usage. Looking down is fine.
Oh my goodness.
He's still saving time.
He gets the Mind's Coffin character on 0 deaths. Very rare. But
It
we
was
get
a 11-second level, but he still saved some time with that teleporter. Got a sub 40.
They would have been
Slightly.
exactly tied if it weren't for that arrow trap at the end of 1-4 for Groomp, but they're both going back to 1-1 for the 1 rope split. Nice bomb by Kurt.
Alright, I just added Kurt as a friend.
I said only if Groomp falls really far behind. We want fair play. Flashbacks of GDQ 2016 for Kenny. And Bum if he's watching.
The key split is a key split.
We're not on the keys.
Got him! I don't care.
So, good levels, 1-3 for each runner. Plenty of resources for both runners to keep going. A little bit of funny damage for Kurt there, but
Yeah, took an arrow. But he had 2 good splits. He's on good pace here. Groomp also on good pace, just a couple seconds behind him.
Yeah, Grump had some blood flying around right next to a TNT trap. I got a little bit worried that he was going to just die there, but luckily the blood bounces the right way. Kurt picks up some pots. He is not going to be missing any loose change on this run.
Nice ruby from that pot.
Yeah. Open enough of them, you'll get your money. Nice bomb shop as well. Oh yeah. And finally we have someone opening up or picking up the idol for 5k. Group had already seen
Well
the
done.
shop, so it was safe to do it, but nice little cash infusion for him. He has a he has a snake pit, but opts to not go for the Matic. It was a little blocked off there, so I can understand that, but the Matic is really nice for this double split here. This double delivery.
That's true.
Both runners on 1-4. Grump just got the last bit
They
of gold.
both
he
have
needed.
all the money they need.
Yep. Kurt has a much better resource count, except
Ooh.
for a couple missing HP. So we'll
Yeah,
see
they're
if they're-
both probably going to do a reset, I would think. But
Nope. Grump likes the
yeah, he
starting
noticed
layout.
the level was
Yeah.
very, very nice decision there. That damage might be costly. Kurt also didn't reset. He had the first couple subrooms were nice, but then he had to go through a beehive. But he got through it, and it didn't take that long. Hey, it's Sloth Bro.
Grump uses his last extra bomb.
Yep, he's going to have to do 2 levels without it. He got that HP, which will help.
Yeah, that's gotta feel great. Kurt on 2-3, both runners on 2-3. Nice. A tempting crate there for Grump, but he just exits. Kurt has a really nasty layout to start the level.
It's going to be such a tight race.
Yeah.
It already is. They're not going to be taking a lot of doing a whole lot of safe moves if it costs some time.
1 HP for Kurt.
Ooh, that
Uses
was
his
tough.
rope.
Okay,
And
they both
runners
got the
make it
delivery.
out. That's great. Whew, let's go. 2 rope split. Both runners have to go to get the shortcut. They were able to continue from the mines. So, slight lead for Grump here. Very tempting crate and also damsel there.
Kenny, what do you think about Stewart's movement?
He doesn't walk that much.
It's true.
I mean, there's more things to it than just walking, but that's like the first thing like if you see someone playing with a random character, that's one of the things you can use to pick out who it is. And it's still not very reliable.
Grump about a full level ahead. Only has 1 rope to spare. No ropes to spare.
Almost got that frog bounce, but it
Yeah.
was,
That was risky though. If
yeah.
that had been pre-triggered by something, then lights out.
They both got some awful levels on this split,
hmm
so managed to stay pretty even.
Ooh.
Okay, Grump gonna have to go through the water. Okay, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, that whip was so close on that man trap.
Yeah, it was close. He gets that's the fastest into the shotgun today.
Even with
At
those levels, yeah.
7:54. And Kurt not far behind. He had a tough 2-4.
Okay,
Okay.
we get the worst shot for Grump. He uses a bomb to steal the damsel. That's a really nice strategy.
Yeah, that was really well done. Really fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, the time if he has to do a reset, the time it's gonna take is probably made up already with the speed at which he robbed the shop.
Really not a great level layout for him, but at least it's safe with the exit. Kurt did a
Yeah.
quick reset on the shotgun split after seeing a Tiki
Yeah, you had an
Village.
awful 2-1 there. Probably save some timer setting. It'd be nice if Grimp ran into a vampire here.
Yeah.
The level
Not
was
gonna
straight
happen.
down though. Ooh. He was like a tile away from the shopkeeper shooting.
Yeah, he moved to the left side completely, and that allowed him the extra.
Oh, Kurt goes down.
Yeah, the extra half second
Tough
to not
situation.
take shopkeeper aggro or firing.
There's
range.
been a lot of troll things on both these guys' seeds.
Yeah. Vault Keeper for Kurt, clearly not good enough in this race. Not on 2-1.
Okay, Grimp gets a really nice pace into the 3 bomb. I think he's down a couple bombs though. I can't.
Wet Fur?
Yeah, he's checking that to see if it's bomb bag.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
We're done
That
here.
was smart though. If you
Yeah.
got a bomb bag, it might have been worth it. So now we'll see him in the ice cave shortcut a bit. So
You think it would have been
Well-
worth it? I think with the Wet Fur, I would have reset immediately.
I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna try. Well, he could have done the double either way, but he got a crate here, so you know he's thinking about doing a double here, which will only save a little bit of time. But
Alright.
he's not gonna have aggro, assumedly, so
Mm-hmm.
he should be able to get through the mothership relatively quickly. He'll be able to use a rope in it at this point.
Kurt does
Ooh,
a full
2-4
jungle
death
without seeing a shopkeeper. Besides that one vault and 2-1, which
I think was
no
that the
one's gonna
first time we
take.
saw that today?
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
We've had a couple of deaths in the shotgun split, but none where they've gotten that screwed over.
Okay,
By
this
the
is
way-
ideal for Groom.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you got that bomb
On
bag,
next
but...
to the. He picked it up on, I think, the first ice level.
Oh, okay.
He was thinking about doing the double delivery.
Yikes.
So Kurt not taking any chances. He's going for this shotgun. Thankfully, that bomb on the corner there took out the shopkeeper. A pretty awful mothership spawn for Groom.
So Kurt will probably also rob this shop.
Probably worth it.
Oh. I was
Well, at
thinking
this
those
point, he
ropes
just
would-
wants to get through the split.
Yeah.
Some nice moves by Groomp here. The top couple layers of the mothership weren't too bad. Okay, he
Nice
should be
exit.
good.
Very nice.
Okay.
Probably didn't need to hesitate there, but you can't blame him.
Yeah, pretty crucial moment.
Yeah.
He's just got to get through 3-4 here.
Yeah.
A lot of things happening.
Things
No,
are happening.
I'm not sure which way side. Okay, there's the exit.
And that's the triple delivery for Group.
Hey,
Or the
sub 12.
double delivery after the shotgun. Nice.
Sub 12 into the gold key. It might be the fastest of the day.
That sounds
Kurt
about
had a
right.
really good one too, though. So
Hey
this-
guys, I'm back. I had to go plug in my laptop.
Hey, Choco.
Nice shotgun use by Kurt at the end of 2-4. That's a really nasty exit screen, and having that shotgun made it really easy. Meanwhile, Grimp does find the key in 1-2. This looks like a promising shop as well.
It was a really nice key location.
Oof.
Didn't have money for anything in there, but he could have taken some time to look around and get some money, but
Yeah, this is good.
opting for the fast finish of the level.
Yeah, he's 2 full splits ahead of Kurt at this point, so... And most of that came
It's-
on the shotgun split that didn't have a shotgun.
It's a pretty substantial lead. If there was ever a time for someone to not go all out, it's on the key split here for Groom.
Is there a potential PB here?
Let's see.
Oof, he
don't
just
think
got
so.
one, so I would say
Yeah,
no.
he just got a pretty killer
Yeah.
PB, and I believe he was under 11 into the key on the on his PB.
I think it's a jetpack, some extra bombs, some paste.
A teleporter?
Yeah, hired help to carry around a teleporter until he delivers
Meow
the key.
strats.
Is that Meow Strats? A worm!
Yeah, he used to talk about it.
Worm level.
Go in.
Worm level.
You wanted him to go in it?
I think
What's
it's
his
not
face?
that bad. In this category,
But he has a key.
I still think it's not that bad. Now that we've got Kinney strats,
Oh, to put the key down.
yeah,
Does it work with the key? I didn't
yeah,
even know.
yep. It's almost anything.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Wait, what is Kinney strats?
If you place an item, if you drop an item next to a cell tile in the worm, the tile will disappear. So things like an eggplant you can tuck into the cell tiles, the healable worm tiles, and it means you don't have to use your whip ever.
Okay, so Kurt is looking for a rope pile in this 3-4. Unfortunately, he does not have the ropes he needs to do this delivery.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks like he might have to.
Whew.
Yeah, he's gonna have to reset.
Not a lot of RNG going his way. Groom passes up on spring shoes, which were a key item in the past.
Oh,
But we
good, the
see-
Yeti King's dead.
Yeah.
That
see-
compass is tempting, but it's down there. It's
Use
worth
a
a
rope.
rope.
Use a rope. Yeah.
Good call.
If he had those spring shoes, he wouldn't have needed to use a rope. But Kurt will be going for the double delivery, both the triple rope and the key split. So we will be effectively tied if Grump dies the next 2 levels. Do it. Opts to hold on to a rope instead of 1 HP. I can get down with that.
Yeah, he only has 2 ropes left.
Yeah. Psychic Presence, I think with this lead you take it.
I don't know. He's
Did you see
So
that?
close to just making you so happy, X.
I want,
there's a jetpack in the shop too, but he just at this point he just wants to deliver the key. Don't want to do anything.
He could have done Drain Mech and still been ahead of Kurt. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay, he just has to get to the exit here.
Yeah.
Okay, Grimp is in really good shape. He's on sub 18 pace, even if he resets here. He's got that compass and an extra bomb. Oof, nice mummy jump there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he almost reset after he used that rope because he thought. Okay, it's looking really good.
Can hired help pick up landmines?
I don't know,
You
he might
can-
be able to trick him into
You
it.
can trick him into it, probably, but it's close to impossible.
It's something I've always wondered, but I've never had a HH and wanted to lose it to testing that.
Pretty crazy temple for Grimp, he handles it well. Let's see. It's like on just over 18-minute pace. Pretty crazy.
I'm excited for that announcement.
So Kurt does find a key. So if Grimp dies a couple times, he'll be right back in it.
Okay, so a nice move there from Grump to make sure his bomb hits the Hawkman.
Ooh.
There was just not enough room over there on the left.
Yep.
Yep.
Kurt has to restart. Grump with a very costly menu death that sends him back to the mines. It's about a 6-second loss. But Kurt will take any time.
It's so funny that no one in chat knows that the next grind is going to be tutorial high score.
I couldn't cast that for 3 hours. There's no way.
I could.
Yeah, I'll sign you up for that.
Oh, look at that. There's a crush gem. Ah, it wasn't a dupe. Unfortunate. Reset.
And be the same thing for the next 2.5 hours.
Extra bombs for Groomp. Very nice.
He's still on pace for a sub 20.
That's right. So we get a second shot at Olmec here. Meanwhile, Kurt finds a jetpack. So again, a couple more mistakes by Groomp, and this game is tied.
Captain Kurt.
Nasty spawns
Troll
by
frog.
Groomp. He falls
Yeah.
just in time to avoid getting crushed there. Meanwhile, Kurt continues to catch up, blazing through the mines, now into the jungle.
No spawns on last stomp. GG.
And we have our winner.
Whew. Alright, we'll stick with Kurt for a while, but congrats to Groomp for taking down the field in this tournament. Well deserved.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Yeah,
All around.
three solid runs by him.
Wow, those bullets for Kurt.
So fastest race was Kurt in the semifinals, is that right? Or
Yeah.
sort of lost track of some of these things. at
Second
this point.
fastest Spev, third fastest
Probably chocolate, right?
Grimp, the one Grimp just did.
That's right.
And then probably chocolate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we had 3 sub 20s.
Pretty
Maybe-
good.
Maybe 4, but 3 that I can recall.
Oh, it's 2 Kurts.
I'm seeing double.
As opposed to Curticus 2.
Do you guys think he's gonna accept my friend request?
Oops. That kind of worked. Alright.
I don't think anyone notices.
That doesn't look good at all. So Kurt on a very fast key split after dying a couple times. Oh, he's still on ropes actually. Will he remember he's on ropes? Yes, he will.
Yep.
Kurt finishing the mines with 9,900 gold on the same 10k split twice was definitely a highlight for me. Almost gets crushed there.
This
Pretty
is a
crazy
Honka
mothership.
S ship. Like Mothership, but with Monka S. Got him.
Alright, entering the mines, Kirk has paste and enough bombs to put together a really quick Olmec fight. He actually believes in the, what do we call it, the butt paste strat rather than the pure cascade. I think it's way more dangerous and not faster, but he believes in it.
It looks pretty cool.
That's true. Alright, Kurt, Kurt has decided he's done for. Alright, so thank you. Thank you to both runners. So, special announcements. First of all, we should once again mention that Meowmix will be at TwitchCon at GDQ Express running Spelunky. It is Saturday, October 27, 11 a.m. Eastern. It's probably going to be on the GDQ channel, and there'll be a ton of notifications from the community before now and then, but definitely want to support him when that comes around. And finally, the mod team of Spelunky Discord is putting together a full ASO tournament that will take place over more than a single week. So we'll have more information about sign-ups, both for people to get involved in casting as well as to find out runners and as well as times that people can play. We had one of these about a year ago. It was about 40 runners, one of the most fun community events we've had in the past, and we want to gauge interest, we want runners, and we want the event to be a big success. So we're targeting sometime this winter. We don't have a date locked down just yet, but again, stay tuned for some news on the Moss Ranking website. But that's it for me. Kenny or Choco, any last thoughts on today's races?
Stay true.
Stay true.
I just think it went really well.
Yeah, and congrats to Groom for showing up 3 times in some pretty good races. Kurt's Beth also very fast, and just generally a lot of fast races and a lot of close races today. I don't think we have a person lined up to raid, but if I'm wrong, everyone stick around for a couple minutes to raid whoever we can in the community. But I think that'll be it from us. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned about news about the full ASO tournament.
See you guys.